Well, here we are again, XFM on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again. Okay. Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is, I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, some great music as well in there. Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard. Yeah. Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week. Yeah. Yeah. And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off. Yeah.
Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play, what, from the last 3 weeks?
After this is Feeder.
Alright, so, here's the first bit.
Yeah, you might want to try and
you heard about the hanging one when the fella was...
Sorry, mate, go on.
When the fella was hung. He was hung, and...
He was hung?
He was hung by a rope.
So, isn't that... No, I think it wasn't he, a Chinese emperor? And wasn't he hung?
Yeah.
He was hung.
Some fella who'd done something, they hung him. And,
they wanted him. It's not a word anymore. He was hung.
Look, don't be doing that again, because you said squoze wasn't a word, and then I showed you a menu today that someone sent, and it said fresh orange, squoze.
Inadvertent commas, and next to it was the word colour, spelt C-O-L-O-R. So, presumably either the American menu, right, in which case there's loads of American words that we don't use, or... it's just a badly typed piece of work.
Anyway, there was a bloke that was hung.
He was hung and that, but he didn't die.
Hung on that, he was definitely a Chinese. Hung on that, yeah. I remember him now, yeah.
He didn't die, and they said, just hang on a minute whilst we change the rope and that, and he stood there waiting, changed the rope. They tried to, do it again, and didn't work.
It didn't work, right.
So, they got another rope, right? Didn't work. And then they had to let him go because it's like there's a well-known saying or something from this thing.
Yeah.
What do you make of the first genetically modified baby?
Oh,
are you worried about this?
Do you know what did they do? What?
Let me see what it says here.
Isn't it just choosing the eye colour?
Well, this is the concern, isn't it? That in the future you'll be able to decide whether it's a boy or a girl, how intelligent it is, what it looks like, is it handsome, is it ugly? Obviously, no one will choose an ugly baby, and so on and so on and so on. And so it means that where will it lead? Where will it end, Karl? Are you concerned?
I've thought about this a lot.
What will us three look like in the future if they're being, genetically modified beautiful people? What will we be like? How will we be considered in society?
True, yeah. But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah,
that's a bit weird. Yeah. But I don't think it matters because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you're brought up that will change your features and the way you are, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, I was growing up on this estate.
This is going to be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. All right.
Didn't fancy her.
Oh God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. What was she?
It was a very...
Was it like being a man in a dress?
I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything. I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What does she look like?
But anyone can
Tattoos?
Clean up.
Look like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make the place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have done.
You've seen a horse in it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of leather?
Right?
That's great. Did Big Jake come looking for it?
I'd been out.
So let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after.
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. All right then, but keep it out of the kitchen.
I don't want you going cattling rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Karl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop.
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well.
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Karl, in case they're listening.
Yeah. And
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh.
So I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round. And, and you know, sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this. It's always going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet and it's got a rediffusion telly and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
yeah, the classic from the first album. I'm Waiting for the Man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean? Karl's found love on the street before, haven't you?
How's it going with your bird, Karl? Are you married?
No.
How long have you been out with her?
7 years.
Because, I mean, you're quite a simple man.
Yeah.
You're sort of a simple
in a nice way.
Ways.
I mean, you're like Helen from Big Brother.
Yeah,
you're sort of nice enough, but
I look normal.
Well, yeah, you sort of do. But you could be one of those that just suddenly go mental with a pen.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Stab people through the eyes.
Yeah, you sort of look normal. But if I wouldn't really want to wind you up to a point of frenzy.
How did you meet your girlfriend?
Through work.
What, through her work? What, you phoned up and said...
We worked at the same place.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You're quite an enigma, aren't you? Could you give us more on that?
At work. You met her at work. What, she came in selling sandwiches? She was going through the bins outside. What do you mean you met her at work?
Why are you having an attack on me? You're the one who's sad and lonely.
No, he's done you again.
Yeah, but what I thought was interesting was I just scratched at him and he just went mental.
Yeah, no,
it's like a bear caught in a trap.
It's funny, isn't it? You'll never learn. Karl.
No, I was just interested to find out what the story was because it might be a really romantic story.
Well, it's not.
All right, jeez. I mean, the fact he doesn't want to talk about his love affair.
I was thinking about you in the week and like... Does it worry you? I mean, you sort of joke about it now, and we're talking about it in the office, you know, like, oh, is Steve really touchy about the way he looks? And,
what's this? Where's that come from?
He's done it again. He's done you again.
I was walking home the other night, and I was thinking about it. And do you worry that when you're old, you will be on your own?
You did start it, though, didn't you?
Well, Karl, I'm glad you brought this up. because I mean, for me, you know, a lightweight, frothy entertainment show on XFM on a Saturday afternoon is exactly the place where I want to discuss the desperate, lonely future that's inevitably coming my way.
Oh, God. I'll tell you what will cheer you up and forget all that. A bit of Embrace.
Oh, one of the most hated bands.
Placebo. Bitter End on XFM 104.9. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago, before Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas. If you didn't, not our fault, really, is it?
Nothing to do with us.
Wouldn't have thought we'd have.
We're well of time because we've got plenty of cash now, thanks to a lot of you who probably bought the Office DVD.
Yeah,
probably got
and
that.
If you haven't yet, and you've maybe got vouchers or money, still available.
Still there in the shops.
Still available. You can still make it the best-selling DVD of all time.
Please
do.
Yeah.
Please do. I'll tell you what you want to hear though before you make your mind up. I'll tell you what, if you like this next clip, go and buy the Office DVD. I think you will. It's a brilliant clip.
It's the one where we talk about well, it is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
That blew me away, right? That the fact that he got the name, he got the number. Spooky bit, right? I'm walking home. I called you up a couple of times and I left a message on your phone because it was just amazing. Not only was he good at magic, but his maths was brilliant. No, well, that thing adding up to 42 was like, how did he do that? I mean, we didn't even make a big deal out of that.
He said that to me. He said, all Karl Vorderman's got is the maths.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine him on Countdown.
Yeah.
He'd even know what they were going to write down. Do you know what I mean? So a bit of a wasted talent. I should see him again about that. I think he's... So I get into my flat, right? And what they do in my flat where I live, they put the post in like these little pigeonholes. Right, and I don't normally check them out. I leave it for Suzanne to do, right?
Sure.
But this time, for some weird reason, I thought, right, I'll check it, see if we've got any posts. Open it up. There's only this. A letter for Miss Harris.
Yep, there it is. Bona fide in front of us. A letter addressed to a Miss Harris.
Well, does she live there?
No, it's my address. She doesn't live there.
Did she ever?
Don't know. It doesn't matter. It's weird, isn't it?
But
we've never had. Normally, I think there was a guy who lived there called Yaki Shoki.
Mr. 42.
It was definitely wasn't an Harris, right? This is the first time we've had a letter for this woman.
Yes.
Right.
But what are you claiming? Because Derren Brown himself admits that it is not paranormal, it is not supernatural, it is a trick. It's a trick.
Is it?
But he would say that, wouldn't he? Hitler said that. Play a record.
Well, can we open this?
No! It's illegal!
No, but I'm thinking if it's a birthday card for someone's like 42nd birthday.
Right. You can't open that letter. Go and put it back, or you cannot open that letter.
Why not?
You can't open someone else's mail because you think Derren Brown's supernatural.
What if we steamed it open, then resealed it? No one would know.
It's only a letter.
You can't. You can, but I don't want any part of it.
Carl, I think you should open it.
No, you open it.
I'm not opening it. It's against the law. You should open it, though.
We won't open it then.
They won't send you to prison.
Forget it.
You'll get off.
Cure?
Yeah.
Bit of cure?
There's no cure, no.
I'm looking... Well, I'm tempted to open it.
Well, do you want to, Steve? There you go.
No, I'm not going to open it, but I think you should, definitely. 6 Different Ways by The Cure from the album The Head on the Door. We've enjoyed that.
Head on the door, Karl. Ooh, bit of a coincidence.
Spooky, isn't it?
It was only 4 weeks ago you were talking about a head and a door.
Exactly.
Has the door got a number on it? 42.
Oh, dear.
So we're not opening it?
No.
Well, I can't open it because as the producer, right?
Oh, yeah, because your standing in society is such that they'd make a real example of you.
Yeah.
A producer of a tin pot radio show once a week. Yeah, he should know better. He can press buttons and talk at the same time. Sending down.
But they wouldn't try you in an adult court.
You would get away. You would get away with it. Just they hear you speaking for a little while, and the judge would end up squeezing your head and letting you off.
It'd be like those people who train monkeys to break in. Do you remember down in South London? We talked about it in the past, and they were going around robbing stuff, and they trained them to do it. Yeah, I don't think those monkeys would have got in trouble. It would have been the keepers. So, I think XFM would probably take the rap.
Will you open it?
No, I can't be seen to open it.
No, he's a writer-director.
Exactly.
So am I. I can't be seen to open it.
I'll give it here then.
Right, I'm having no part of this.
That's against the law, but...
Right, I'm having no part of it.
Open it. Come on, you've started now.
Right.
The thing is, right, if it's important, we can say maybe she's listening.
But do you need the stress? What it could be anything. What are you going to say? We're going to say, oh, and if you are listening, Mrs. Harris, you have got gonorrhea. Call the clinic. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything.
Oh dear.
Oh well. I think my talk did well. Well, what is it?
Is the number 42 on there?
What is it? Can you say? Be careful. What?
Let me see what it is.
What is it?
Dear Sir, Madam, your periodical dental inspection is now due. Would you kindly contact the surgery to make an appointment? Mrs. Harris, if you're listening, your periodical dental inspection is now due. You might want to contact the dental surgeon that you normally go to.
She could have a faulty tooth.
42.
42.
42.
I don't believe it. 42.
42. Oh my God.
God, that Derren's good.
Derren Brown's good, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Well, listen, still to come, right? We've got the monkeys thing.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
And when I was out last Sunday, right, at Johnny's birthday party, Steve was there.
Yeah.
Got talking about stuff. And a debate that we didn't really finish cropped up.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, I know about this. Steve told me. This is the infinite amount of monkeys. Or a monkey with a typewriter and an infinite amount of time would eventually come up with the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There was no debate. It's a philosophical, mathematical problem. There's no debate. It's true.
It wouldn't happen.
No, listen, Karl, listen. Infinity sorts it all out for you, right? An infinite amount of monkeys at a typewriter, right? They do everything. They type everything. Infinity just sorts it all out for you. There's no getting to it and they're going, oh, well, let's have a look what they've done. This one's come close. Did Romeo and Juliet. It would do it all. It would type everything ever possible, conceivable.
Yeah, but
it's a mathematical.
Well, we've heard your side of the argument, Rick. And I'll be honest with you, it's a persuasive one. But let's hear Karl, because he heard about this in a pub last week. Yeah, so he's got some strong
What's your problem with it? What's your problem with it?
Well, first of all, right, you're saying it's a load of monkeys. It's not just one monkey. It depends. That can live forever.
No, wait. It's either a chimpanzee with a typewriter with an infinite amount of time. He would eventually, by definition, mathematically, type everything ever possible. Okay, or it's an infinite amount of chimps with typewriters, and one of them will type it first time.
But already, that's not right. You either need to have
what
one
do you mean?
monkey.
What? You mean employment laws? What do you mean it's not right?
Let's hear him out, please.
Okay.
If it's one monkey, with a typewriter that's got loads of ink in it and that, right? At least it knows what it's done in the past.
It's not.
Keep going.
If you've got a load of monkeys, it's like if you have too many. What's that saying about too many chefs?
Too many chimps spoil the soup.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't tell you to put salt in it. I was going to put salt in it, and it messes it up. Whereas if it's just one, they know what's gone on. So what I'm saying is,
honestly,
just leave him go.
I can't be bothered.
I want to hear the rest.
This blows my mind. He doesn't know what this does to me. It's a mathematical problem.
I want to hear the rest.
Well, it's just I just don't think it will happen.
What do you mean you don't think it'll happen? Infinity works it out for you by definition.
Well, what's stopping them typing the same thing again?
They would. In fact, the problem should be if you had an infinite amount of time that it would type. It works for Shakespeare an infinite amount of times and everything else an infinite amount of times. But that's not as.
But not Shakespeare.
Oh, shut up, you idiot!
Rick, do you know what he said to me? I said to him, I just explained it to him. I said, you've got an infinite number of monkeys, infinite number of typewriters. They will type the complete works of Shakespeare. He said, have they read Shakespeare?
You're an idiot! Play a record.
Said, no,
I'm not having this conversation. I'm not having it because it really, really winds me up.
But you're saying they'll do it with no spelling errors.
Well, they do it an infinite amount of times. And they do it wrong an infinite amount of times. And they spell the last full stop wrong an infinite amount of times. And they get one thing wrong in Hamlet wrong an infinite amount of times. They do everything an infinite amount of times.
But are they going off a story that they've...
Play a record, Karl, because I'm going to knock you out.
I'm just saying...
Shut up!
Do they know the story?
They're monkeys!
Oh, Christ.
No,
right, okay. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf, absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges, it's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, I'd love to have seen him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, stop! And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I look behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, watch the tree, right? So
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Anyway, so the first shot I got out my driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that. Because it's always the first one, because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So, he tees up, and I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I won't lose 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like right angles, straight into these the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's like impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around, and then his second shot, I go, you know you're off a 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his third shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107. He went round in like 119 or something. Sure. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
And he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There's no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of like nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway. I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason it didn't come on, but I thought, it's all right. I'll just... doesn't matter. You can have a bath in the
summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so...
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, hassling me. So I said, well, it doesn't normally take that long for me because, I haven't got, like, long hair. I've got a dryer and so I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah. He's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Late. This is late, this. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't until 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, all right. So I get out and dry and like me tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later. No, I don't. I don't like that.
You're not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on. So I end up going downstairs to the meal area,
naked,
with a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire. Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio. He's there going, I've got headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know. It's so right. We are knackered because he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Right. So we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy. It wasn't even exercise.
That was Bowie and Waterloo Sunset. Love that. Love the original. Love Bowie. Bowie was my gig of the year. These are my singles of the year. These are our clips of the year. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. We're just picking some lovely little bits and pieces.
Do you remember when we talked about this?
What was that one you told me about with the porn? That was a good one.
Oh, this was fantastic, right? Right. There was this.
Sorry, can I just check now? We're just remembering classic episodes of the Tales.
No, this is important. Well, I saw one, right? I saw one on Tales in Expect, right? And it was these two gents. What they used to do, they look down the obituaries and they'd blackmail the wife or the son of a dead eminent person, like might be a priest or a doctor, something like that, and they'd go and they'd say, he bought some erotic stuff from us before he died, and he owes 100 guineas and all this sort of stuff, and they'd pay up because it'd be so embarrassing. They just didn't want them, so they'd just pay him, right? And this one bloke said, who are these people? I'll meet with them. And he goes round there, and he goes round, and they go, your father. He goes, my father could not have bought any erotic material from you. They did. He goes, he couldn't have. He's blind. Right? And that was the twist. And Karl went, so it was magazines, not videos then.
Yeah. Now think about it, Steve. Is that so stupid?
Well, presumably it was set in olden times because professional pornographers don't tend to call it, erotic material.
Yeah.
They tend to call it, juicy jugs or whatever. But more than that, I don't understand how a video is going to be any use to a blind person either. I know that you can hear the sound, Karl. Look at him nodding like he's caught me out.
Yeah, what sound were you hear? Do. Your meter needs looking at? Yes. Cut. What's then? What's that? Then it's just noises,
occasional groans.
Yeah.
Right.
You could listen through the wall at your neighbours.
He does.
I mean, that's why I save a lot of money. But I thought you were going to point out, Karl, that they could have had a Braille porno. Now, have you thought of that?
Look, feel the lumps on that.
Exactly. Think about it, Karl.
Think about it.
You're excited now.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's away, Karl.
Yeah, but she's great as only under the cupboard.
No, she's a good-looking lady.
Yeah. 3 holidays Karl's had this year. Last year.
Yeah.
I'd love to have 3 holidays. You've got to start putting the work in there.
I had 2 holidays though.
No, you had 3 holidays. You went away with Suzanne and her parents.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
It does count. If you book 2 weeks off the firm, you go away and you go, how was your holiday? Go, well, it didn't really count. It wasn't a really good holiday. Can I have them days back, please? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you, but
well done, you've already broken that.
No, but talk sense. Talk sense. You've had 3 holidays this year, and I'm just saying, you're in your 30s now, and 30s is when you should be really putting the work in.
That's true enough.
To reap the benefits in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100.
Karl, what's your New Year resolution? What about think before you speak? It's worth.
See, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh at things other people say, Karl. That is a good suggestion. How was your holiday, Karl?
It was all right.
Right, brilliant.
But that I don't see on the ratio of good to bad in Karl's mind. That might be amazing because we never hear him sing the praises of anything.
I'll tell you what. Can we have a cracking little tune and then come back and hear about Karl's holiday?
I'd love to do that.
Let's keep it tight. Love to Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Now I can't put my finger on it, but that doesn't sound like the original, and it's off a compilation. It sounded a bit fast. I think the vocal was slightly different. If anyone can, put me out of misery, I think it might be in a session of the time or something.
Karl, is it a New Year resolution for you? Another one. Maybe when we ask you to get a song, get the original single version.
I could be wrong,
not some obscure session.
Yeah, it does seem different, doesn't it?
Very odd.
Yeah. Maybe we just remember it wrongly. But anyway, that's XFM for you. 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington. Karl, you went to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
People said don't go to Lanzarote. They told you it was Lanzarote. They told you, were they right or wrong?
They were right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, yeah.
Is it? Why?
Just out there. If it wasn't for the volcano they had, it'd been knackered.
That's their big draw, is it?
That's it, basically. That's all they've got going for them.
When you landed, was it really hot? Were you quite excited? You were thinking this is okay?
It was warm. It's, we can't complain about the weather. The weather was all right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what I went for, but it'd be nice if there just was something else.
Yeah.
What did you do all day then? Did you read your ritual book?
No, I didn't read that. I read that book. Do you know the book that I bought and all the chapters were messed up?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a better version of that.
All right.
And I read that.
Excellent.
And then...
Did it make more sense in order?
Yeah, a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that you've pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really? Yeah. And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, now I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top.
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in?
Yeah, no.
Well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
Okay, 4 million tons of concrete, please.
They're an absolute death trap.
Yeah, what do you mean fill them in? Do you know what a volcano is?
It's just a hole, isn't it? That's happened.
Well, it's more than the hole. It's more a portal to the magma in the centre of the earth.
Back in 1730 it happened, and they still haven't sorted it out.
Well, when you say it happened, volcanoes were made a lot longer ago than 1730.
No, but the one that did Lanzarote in.
Right.
Sort it out.
What would you suggest?
Well,
How can they fill it in? It's joined. It's all joined.
No, but what I'm saying is,
the big plates of the earth are all joined. All the magma's joined.
With the trade centre thing, that happened. They cleaned it up, sorted it out. They've moved on. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Lanzarote have just gone, leave it. It happened back in 1730.
You misunderstand me. How, in the name of God, can you fill in a volcano? You ignorant twit.
No, but it's not just the holes. They've actually left the lava everywhere. That's what I mean. It's not just the big holes. There's lava everywhere.
But it's molten rock. They can't just pick it up like they're like a carpet.
Put it in the holes. The holes are there ready. Just push it all in. That's what I'm saying.
Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling in to
I study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. You know, if you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, you know, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Karl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick?
12-inch long.
Yeah.
12-inch long tube they can put up there.
So, Karl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then, I mean, at what point do they say, hang on, we need a light here? I mean...
It's normally if there's something wrong.
But, so if I go then, say if I go to this well-known clinic, right, and they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying them because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
Well, Karl, there's nothing. But you go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor, but I've had that
Karl,
done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing. Or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Karl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training, is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And
probably not.
Well, you never... I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about when he's like, all right, nice day, strap your trousers?
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, "Oh, I better not kick off with the finger up the arse." What I do is I'll start on with the the head, and then we're then go, "Oh, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington."
So Rob,
he drops his keys and he goes, "Pick them up." And as you bend over,
will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're like open to do?
You
do all these.
I'll have to do it at some point. all doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is he another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know?
Dentists aren't doctors anyway.
But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in, will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of it?
I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching you.
And you learn on
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on.
Yep.
And there's lubrication.
Yep.
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about, Karl?
Who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like, when a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts the sleeve on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Karl's face. I mean, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified that he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't... If you've never done it before... You pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look. You've got to have an expression on your face, like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look. They can't see your face.
There. You got the big boss consultant man going. Now move your finger there, and you'll probably feel this. But he's just done it. He knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomerate or whatever.
The conglomerate, yeah. Its conglomerate is in perfect working order.
I'm still.
Thank you, Rob. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Karl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you.
104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Right. Okay. Right. The results of
we ain't got a winner for the first time.
Yes, we have. We've got loads of winners.
No, we haven't. We've done this feature for 3 weeks. This is the first time I've managed to sort of.
What? Well, let's go through them then.
What have they got wrong?
The first one.
The first one.
What was the first one? Well, hang on. Let's do them in reverse order first. So what's the last one?
The last one. The clue was that bloke does sport on the telly and he's got a little kid.
What's that?
That's Destiny's Child. Des, who does ITV Sport,
has got
a tiny child, right? No, that's fine. They got that.
Okay, Destiny's Child. What's the middle one?
Well, the middle one. Right.
Child.
The second one was he doesn't like women. Yeah, he's got a couple of kids. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Right. That was PD. That was Puff Daddy.
That is offensive. Go on.
But it's not Puff Daddy. It's Puff Daddy. And he's not even called that anymore. He's called P Diddy.
Well.
Okay, fair enough.
But they got that one.
Yeah.
And if I'm being tight, these lot are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tight means something in Manchester. Go on.
Right. And the first one that they're having problems with, I don't think them birds should be allowed in this area.
Got it. Boyzone.
It's not Boyzone.
What's the clue again?
I don't think them birds should be allowed in this area.
That is perfect. A boyzone. No birds.
No women.
No women, yeah, birds, right? A boyzone. Sorry, Karl. If that isn't the answer, their clue is better than yours. That is brilliant. What was yours? Boyzone. It works perfectly.
What's your answer then?
Bangles.
What? I have no idea what that means.
Like seagulls. So you don't want them in this area, so you're banning them. Bangles.
Oh! Well, give it to Boyzone, because Boyzone's better. Don't use birds being loud in this area, it's a Boyzone.
I think we should have a rollover. Karl beat them. Karl beat them. You have to use his logic, surely.
But theirs works. You can't do what am I thinking. No, that's not what I'm thinking. It works perfectly. I think you've got to give it to the ones that got the Boyzone.
Well, how about, right, because they didn't actually get into my head and my way of thinking,
heaven forbid.
How about we just keep back the David Attenborough, and they can have, I'll chuck in the Hellraiser, right?
Okay.
And Blondie album and the Madness one.
Okay, pick a winner at random.
Pick a winner, Steve.
I'm going to give it to Paul Sloman, who got those answers, and he also says, P.S. Karl, you're a moron. So, I'm giving that to Paul, and good luck to him.
Right, well,
he's got a crazy night tonight. If we can rush these over to him, he's got a cracking Saturday night.
Well, if I'm a moron, I might get your address wrong when I send them to you.
Ooh. Coming right back at you, Paul.
Yes.
Karl, you're making noises while I'm talking.
Yeah, but you do this all the time trying to wind me up. And I'm not saying Manchester's the best place in the world, but what I'm saying is there's bits of it that I really miss.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday, right? When I'd met up with Ricky, we had spaghetti bolognese, which was all right. And then I said to him, I need some soil.
Damn, I wish you'd invited me. It sounds amazing.
So I need some soil. What do you think?
You need some what? Soil?
Soil,
yeah.
I need to repot a plant, right?
Yeah.
So
you need to repot a plant?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, where you can't see these shops in London. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing around.
I took him straight to one in my street.
Yeah, but near your street, and that's probably the only one in London.
Well, you say that, Karl.
No, it does annoy me. Round my way, it's like, you know...
You can't move for soil shops.
You can't. There's earth. You can just pick up handfuls walking down the street.
Yeah, incredible. People just lean over into someone's front garden.
No,
you can take the plants as well.
No, what I'm saying is, Manchester, there's loads of decent hardware shops.
Yeah.
Here, you know, if you want a panini and a latte or whatever, you can't move from. But for soil, I had to go virtually how many miles away from me to carry that soil home and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, London's all right, but if cities were sort of marked...
It's neglecting the peat market, really, isn't
there's
it?
there's barely any mulch available in central London.
I'm sick and tired of not getting a good decent compost of a Sunday.
Indeed.
So, you know, I'm thinking of moving to the north, where there is loads of soil and gravel.
Indeed.
And animal shite.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you were going to say, if you were marking cities out of 10, what would you give London?
Well, if you were marking them on, like, you know, on what they have.
Right. As opposed to what?
Well, as opposed to...
How you spell it.
Say, like, I think the greatest city in the world is Rome. Right, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been?
What? Yeah. Why do you think that, though?
Just because, like, you turn a corner and there's something there that's really old. Right. Like, you're going down a normal street.
Go and stay in a Derby and Joan club.
Yeah. No, but it's like you're going down the road and then you turn a corner and like the Colosseum's in the middle of a busy road. It's like, what's that doing there?
Yeah.
And just when you think there's no more, you turn another corner.
It's almost as if that was there first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But do you know what I mean? London.
Yeah.
What have we got? You know, Trafalgar Square's world known. And you go there, what's there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of space there. Get one big B&Q.
In Trafalgar Square.
To cater for the whole of people who live sort of central London-ish.
Yeah.
And then I'd be happy, but what I'm saying
with Nelson just popping up through the middle? Because you can still see it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's a great
B&Q, so B&Q could be like the whole sort of flat thing and make it sort of grey so it looked like rock, and then Nelson popping up...
Make it classy is what you're saying.
Yeah. Stone clad it. So it looks like you've made an effort. And then you can pop in, and then you can go out and go, oh, look, Nelson's column. Oh, look at that. Isn't Nelson? Oh, look at that. The victory. Defeat. That's fantastic. One of the greatest living. Yeah. I need some nails.
Yeah. Perfect. Killing two birds with one stone, you say?
But why isn't there more than them shops? Because when I went into yours, every time I've been in there twice now. The first time was to get a shower head. Right. And I went in there, couldn't resist buying something else. I ended up getting some super glue as well.
Blimey. Hey, big spender.
And then, last Sunday we went in there, got 2 bags of soil, not one, I bought 2. Yeah. And I bought some scissors to cut plants with.
Secateurs.
Well, you never know when you want, you might need more soil, I suppose.
Well, I've got
stopped out now. Where'd you keep it under your bed?
Sorry, this isn't going out, is it, this conversation? It's not going out on air.
I got a feeling it might be.
You're joking. We better play a record.
Okay.
Play a classic. 100 Reasons. If I Could.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Pop Will Eat Itself. Karl, have you got like a sound effect or something of like get the atmosphere we're going to test?
Cheering. We'll seek it out with.
Have you got something there? Have a look on there. I'm just looking in the NME. for the kind of forthcoming gigs of the smaller known bands, and it might be a useful place to just begin the.
Ladies and gentlemen, peoples around the world, will you please welcome to the stage Chumba Awamba?
Have you got a sound effect? We got one. Nice, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the Parkinsons? They're playing in Leicester this week, so look forward to that.
That's a good plug, isn't it?
Let me see who else.
If anyone wants to pop down to Leicester to see the Parkinsons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cyclefly.
Okay.
Oh, there's a genuine one here. This is someone. Simon's emailed and he says, "Will you just test this name for us?" Okay, Karl, if you can. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Coach? Not utterly convinced.
No,
it's not too bad. It's not.
I'm worried about the sound effect. We start to sound like Chris Moyles or something.
Well, he's a top broadcaster. Everyone loves him.
Losing weight as well.
He is hilarious. funny man. Just there's one more coming here. I'll just check this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will you please welcome, this is Chris in Oxford, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, meanwhile back in communist Russia.
Is that a band?
I assume so.
I assume it's his band.
Yeah.
Steve, I will play great old tunes till the cows come home. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great, they're good, right? But, I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not, because I've, play that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People whose names now are largely laughed at in the serious rock
circles. Or
people
that people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens, Rod Stewart, I thought.
Was he Rod Stewart? Many people now are thinking of the leopard hot pants and the ludicrous hair.
I think I'm sexy and all those sort of awful stadium sort of disco things, but he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie May and I thought, hold on, two birds with one stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said? I was sitting outside, I was singing, and he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late?
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went, there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Karl.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it. No, like, again, I spoke to you in the week, and I had much better things, like when I tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him, it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through and he had to clean up.
Shut himself?
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed, in what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right? Right. I give it to him, he's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right? He played...
What's the point of that, you'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's
so he's alright. Me doing a boxing match, there's no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself,
yeah, he did that.
It's commendable.
Right, and he's only gonna, go and do it again. He's gonna climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
good. Been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it out by now. Right, but it's slip on it.
I can't
read about Brian Blessed. Is it actually true, or have you lied with someone else?
It was an interview with him in it.
And what did he say?
Oh,
come on, what did he say?
He said I climbed Everest and I played of it with me belly. Let's talk about it next week. We've really run out now.
Oh, you're a fool.
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, He Wants You.
Brilliant. Yeah. So, Karl, off you go.
Well, we're not going to do Freak of the Week here.
Okay. Right?
Because we've done quite a bit of that in the last 20 minutes.
Right? We've OD'd on that. Freaks, you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just shift it a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't, like I keep saying, don't want people to be thinking we're sort of taking the mick out of anyone.
No.
Right? Because we're not about that. I feel like I can do a little bit of it because I work with you, Steve.
Yeah. Right? Sure.
it gives me that right.
It's like a care worker. Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's like that thing of you can't be homophobic because I've got a couple of gay mates and stuff.
Sure.
I think sort of gives me that edge.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not freakophobic because you work with Steve.
No, that's right. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, by that token, I should be able to sort of slag off, the mentally ill, or at least mentally handicapped.
Now, there's a term you don't hear very often. In 2003, there was the
mentally handicapped. Isn't that what it was?
I don't know where to start.
But
I'd like to apologise for the Lady Diana stuff, the term mentally handicapped, and any inadvertent racism that we may have stumbled over.
What's the actual term then? Is it retarded?
Right, come on now. But yeah, that's all I was thinking with the Freak of the Week this week. That's what I'm saying about Freak of the Week. It's to get people thinking, right? Thinking how lucky they are. That, they don't have to
comb their face. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Freak of the Week is to let people know how lucky they are. What about the little freak you're talking about? What are they thinking? They're going, oh, he's talking about me. I'm a little hairy lizard man on a stick.
Pop in, give us a call. I thought, that's what I'd like to do on a TV programme. That's what I want to do. I want to go and meet these people and say, right, let's just go shopping. Let's, we'll film what your normal day's like.
Yeah.
Let's pop out, nip into Sainsbury's or whatever.
Yeah.
Buy a comb,
park right up close to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you're saying is you just want to get a little message out there, which is that there's always someone worse off than you.
Well, there's proof of that in this room. You know what I mean?
Oh, Karl, when's your train?
In a minute, I'm going to get going now. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Karl.
Brilliant. What are you playing? You going to play a song?
Kirsten McCall.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Well, there's the darkness. They believe in a thing called love. Karl, do you? This is XFM 104.9. That is my favourite band at the moment.
You love them?
I absolutely love them. I think they're funny. I think they're straight down the line with a little bit of tongue-in-cheek. Brilliant. Did you see them on Jules Holland last night?
I didn't, sadly, no.
Brilliant.
Were they good?
Yeah, absolutely jumped. Oh, I mean, Jules didn't know what to do.
Was he playing some Boogie Woogie?
They wouldn't let him play Boogie Woogie over the song. That's why he stayed back. But
I can't imagine it was very good then.
He shook that.
I'm surprised you say they were good. Jules wasn't tinkling the old
I thought, hold on, this is missing something.
Yeah.
This is missing someone from Squeeze vamping over them.
Exactly.
But they did well without him.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Well,
here we are then. We're back. XFM 104.9. Karl had to leave early last week, but you stay to the end this week, mate? Or
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need another holiday.
Oh, he started already.
I mean,
Steve's made you look like a bit of a twat already, and it's only 1:05.
But the only reason you don't go on holiday is because you have to spend money.
Oh, and he's come straight back.
Well,
He's gone straight back.
I can't come back to that. It's just dynamite. It's just absolute. That was searing.
Last holiday Steve had, he sort of found a third world country so he could live like a king for a week. It was Cuba, wasn't it?
Going to Cuba, amazing. We can almost rule the place. If it weren't for Castro, I'd have been in charge. Kind of cash I was flashing around. They do anything for $1 over there. It's extraordinary, literally. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
definitely. And I went to Kenya before that.
So he thought, the prostitute said no. You were going.
Yeah, well, it was $2. I mean, I'm not made of money.
Did you have a good holiday, Karl?
Yeah, it was all right. It's all right. Went down to Cornwall.
Now you're going to the monkey
some odd
sanctuary.
people down there, Steve.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not from Cornwall.
Well, you're from that sort of area.
Well, not really, but never
genetically
mind.
Means
right.
They're weird.
Well, you must have slotted right in.
What are they weird? What do they look like?
Just all sort of odd people. A lot of old people, but not just old, sort of messed up old.
What do you mean messed up old? You can't just say that.
There was a woman with a funny neck.
Okay, in what way was it funny?
Why did she have a funny neck? If you were writing an essay, you wouldn't say there was this woman with a funny neck. How would you describe it?
She sort of had her head pointed down all the time. Like
Don't do it. It's his radio.
No, but just for you, I don't like that. Walking about like that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So brilliant.
I don't know. I was saying to Suzanne, what happened? What do you think?
Because Suzanne knows everything. That's the good thing about her being with you. You just ask her what happened to her, and Suzanne goes, "Karl, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been here before."
Suzanne, your girlfriend, or mummy as you call her.
Oh, sparks are flying.
Yeah.
Flicking through, because there's always interesting stuff in there. There was something about about swingers.
Right.
I was like, what's all that about?
Yeah.
And it had an interview with some people talking about, how they sleep about a bit.
Yeah.
And I thought, if my wife looked like that, I probably would. Because there was a few pictures of them and they were all pretty ugly.
Yes.
I thought, right. So I took that in, soaked that up, thought, there you go. Carried on reading. There was a bit in there about how women still have crushes, right?
Yes.
And the woman was going on about how she's 38, right? But she still fancies Chris Martin from Coldplay. And, even though it'll never happen, she's still got that little bit in her head that thinks one day she'll leave Gwyneth, right? And end up with her, right?
Right.
Anyway, so I'm thinking this is a bit boring, but I'm flicking through it all. And,
Is this a Rockbusters clue?
No. Right. And I read further on, right? And, she said, I like to go out with my mates, and we come up with lists in pubs of people who they'd be nice to go out with. She also came up with a list of unlikely lost objects, I think she called them.
Yeah.
Guess who was in that list?
Ricky Gervais.
Think again.
Karl Pilkington.
Right. Next one.
Johnny Vegas.
Said, lanky co-writer.
Rubbish.
Lanky co-writer.
What do you mean lanky co-writer?
Well, do I need to say any more? He said...
Hang on, wait a minute. Let's not talk about... I don't know what you're laughing at my expense. I'm an unlikely lost object.
Yeah,
but you... Yeah, what was it called? The list?
The unlikely lost object.
Yes.
List. You were in there, right?
Who else was?
Well, you weren't in there.
Richard Madeley.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking guy.
Alistair Campbell.
Brilliant. Another handsome dude. What are you talking about? You think I'm ashamed or embarrassed about that? I'm proud of it. What magazine was it? I need to buy a couple of copies.
Yeah, it was.
Need to get a t-shirt made.
Yeah, and did she leave her number?
Yeah. What magazine was it? I was just out of interest.
I think it's called Red.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But now you've dissed those people that are putting themselves in their swingers because you've said they're ugly. So now we know what magazine it is. People are going to look at that. People are going to look at that poor woman, and they're going to know you think she's a hog.
No, but I think they even know.
Was there a picture of the woman who'd drawn up the list of unlikely lust objects? Mm-hmm. What was she like?
I wouldn't waste my time.
Thanks, mate. I know you're on my side.
The Thrills on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, object of unlikely lust object, Steve Merchant.
I'd like to have that now, prefixing my name everywhere I'm written about.
I know, yeah. Did he make the freak list?
Whoa!
Which is a different magazine, isn't it? And I'm joking, of course. Karl Pilkington, a man of sort of quiet dignity and and in a way, he's got his own sort of inner beauty, hasn't he, Karl?
Not really.
Do you think?
Well, I'll tell you why I don't think it is, because the woman that wrote the piece saying that I was an unlikely lust object has just emailed in. And Karl, you've offended her quite considerably.
What did he say?
Why?
I wouldn't waste my time, is what you said. She's repeated that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste my time, the flaming cheek. Although it's a horrible picture, I am, of course, in real life, a vision of loveliness. I'm not 38, I'm 25. I don't think Stephen's that unlikely lust object. A sense of humour is important, and he's welcome to my phone number if he wants it.
That sense of humour is important. That's a down,
is she a swinger?
Stop it!
Don't have a go at the woman,
I'm messing about. She knows I'm messing about.
Well, how are you messing about?
I've told you this, though. I've told you that anyone could be listening, haven't I? I've told you that before, things you say. But we encourage him. We say, what does she look like? But it's meant to be rhetorical. That was a joke. That was Stephen's joke. What does she look like? I.e., him joking, like, I'll call her up because I'm on a list. And then you have to say that. I mean, that's what I mean. So chances are, if she likes Stephen, she hasn't seen him, she listens to the radio. So, the likelihood is that, she was listening to this show.
Yeah.
So, think.
Will I drop the thing I was going to do about Lisa Riley?
Well,
she's not listening.
Some people deserve it.
She's still at lunch.
What, from Tuesday? There's an all-you-can-eat place going out of business as we speak.
Oh, bloody hell, she's back. You killed me. I gotta do Bambino. Please leave now. Please leave. So,
No, but she knows we're only messing. This
everyone knows you're only messing. We're all only messing. I hope we don't offend anyone of, any kind out there. We're only joking, aren't we, Karl? Yeah. Say something nice about her.
What can you remember of the picture that you could say was good? Maybe she was wearing some nice clothes.
Anything, to be honest. I'll have another look and have a look. I think she had a nice shirt on or something.
Well, there's the best band in Britain, in my opinion.
Big words.
The Darkness, Growing on Me, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Have you got the album?
And already, they've had an argument.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know whether we need to cheapen the show by discussing it, but I asked for a particular track. Karl is the producer, and he failed to get it for me. He's failed to bring it up from the record library. Completely failed in his mission. He needed to get 2 records, and he failed to get one of them. A 50% error rate there.
Yeah, but like I said, I looked in the system. It told me what album it's on. I brought that album up. I'm busy.
But, okay, so fine. Fine, you're absolutely fine then. That's no problem. You know, once again, that's a great excuse, Karl. Brilliant. The show has been ruined. It's been partially ruined, but you've got a bit of an excuse.
All right. I didn't make a big deal out of it when you said, oh, and whilst you're down there, get us a new 50 Cent single.
I never said, while you're down there, get us a new 50 Cent single. I asked you if 50 Cent single was lying around. If it hadn't been here, I wouldn't have worried.
So I get it, I did that for you. Right. And when I come up, you say, has it got swearing in it? Well, I don't know. It's 5 to 1, Steve. I haven't got time. I've been whizzing around.
You're the producer. It's the brand new single. I'd have thought it had been lying around in the XFM office anyway.
But I don't have time to sit around listening to music.
Sure. Well, yeah.
Right? I know that you have. Now you've got an iPod that can hold 7,500 songs. I don't know when you're going to get round to loading all them on, but I haven't got the time.
Sure.
Busy.
Yeah. Fine, okay. No, that's a perfect excuse, Karl. Well done, mate. Right. I just hope that I never have to depend on you in a real emergency.
I had a bit of bad luck as well. I wanted to play REM, and maybe the listener can help me here. Can you email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you know what song I'm thinking of? It's an REM song. I think it's on the album of the last one before. And he says Mulholland Drive and I'm Steve McQueen. That's all I know. I'm sorry, I can't think of the title, so I need the title to look it up, if you know what I mean. I can't put in like that. I can't put in Mulholland Drive. The system goes, what are you talking about? So I need the actual title of the song to look it up to find it down in the library.
Oh, well, I'd go down yourself if you're going to go down to the library and get that. I wouldn't send Karl, because...
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
But if he wanted to, he did have time, because he came in at 12:20 rather than 5 to 1.
Yeah. No, I told you about that record that I wanted it yesterday, didn't I? So you had 24 hours notice. So that's not really an excuse, is it?
But I did find one of my favourite songs of all time, which is Bones off the Benz album, and it's Radiohead on XFM 104.9.
And here it is, because you gave me lots of time to find it. So.
Sure. Yeah. Could have brought it in himself.
No swearing in it.
Oh, proper rock band. Best band since Thin Lizzy. The Darkness.
Oh, big words.
Growing on Me. XFM 104.9.
A bit rash, I think.
R. Gervais, S. Merchant, K. Pilkington. With a little bit of that. I know for a fact, that Steve is getting a little bit sick of Karl's attitude.
Oh, his attitude's appalling.
I quite like it though, because it's straight away friction, and he's sort of like, you know.
To be fair, I genuinely don't think I'm the culprit in this. I think I come in and I just ask him a simple request.
Yeah.
And immediately on my back. Whinging, moaning, whining. I don't know if there's any evidence.
Well, it's funny you say that, actually, because in a survey, it came out this week. It's quite extensive. Mancunians take more sick days than anyone else. Mancunians take more sick days than workers in any other city in Britain and Ireland, according to Manchester-based employment firm. Survey by Peninsula found employees in Manchester take 11 sick days per year, whereas closest rivals Edinburgh and Dublin take an average of 9. Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham, and Cardiff only 8.
Is Reading mentioned there? Or
no, Bristol? It's not even in there. They don't take days off. London is only 7. So the point is, I mean, I don't know you can take anything from it, but if you're an employer and you had a Mancunian and a Liverpudlian and they were equal on everything else, but you really couldn't afford them to be away, Liverpudlian's going to probably be away for 8 days.
Sure.
The Manc's going to be away for 11, phoning in sick. And
so what can you, just analysing the data there, what would you extrapolate from that?
I really don't know. I mean, call in if you've got any clues, or email us in if you've got any. I don't know why I think maybe, I don't know, Mancunians...
I don't really know many people from Manchester.
Well, I only know one, but I know he was off sick because he put on wet trousers and he got
a cold, I think.
Yeah, well, he just said he didn't come in for...
Yeah.
He left early as well once.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, that's the survey. I don't know. I mean, it's evidence because it's statistics. So there you go.
It's guaranteed evidence that that's proof.
Any thoughts on that, Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk?
I mean, oddly enough, you're from Manchester, Karl.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
On what, sorry?
On the survey.
Wasn't really listening.
Sure.
Well, Mancunians take off more sick days. They call in sick. I mean, presumably spuriously.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've got the same body. They're biologically the same. So
they're obviously making up their life.
Yeah. Some of the days, maybe there's just the 3 extra they're making up.
Yeah, they're moaning.
Probably because we work a lot harder than the others, so we're tired, so you're sick, so you need time off. Probably.
Seems unlikely.
I mean, the Scousers, to be honest, take them on, let them work in your office. But you know how many computers are going to go missing?
Right, that.
So offensive.
Is offensive.
Right.
This is a survey that proved. You just made that up. You just carried on the myth that Liverpudlians thieve. No, that's not true. That is not true. Well, it's not.
Well, some of them do.
There's been no survey that you're more likely to thieve if you're from Liverpool than if you're in Manchester. So that hasn't been proven yet. So all I've got is the evidence from a survey of, I think, 3,500 people. It's proof that Mancunians take off more sick days. XFM 104.9. This is April Come She Will by Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel, April Come She Will. A lovely love song there. The X list was all about sort of like sexy songs because of death of Barry White, of course. And Karl and Steve having a little argument. Steve said, well, there are such thing as sexy songs, of course. Karl said, I can't understand it. How can something be sexy? How can you woo a woman with a song? Steve went, well, you don't woo a woman with it, you just put it on in the background. Karl said, stick the telly on.
Stick the telly on.
I love that. Jane's Addiction, Just Because on XFM 104.9. Broadcasting from London, where people prefer to only be off sick when they actually are ill.
Sure. I don't think I've ever taken a day off sick. Except when I had that terrible tonsillitis.
Is that when you went home, stayed with your mum and dad?
Yeah. Why is that a problem? No, it's back to health.
No, I'm not saying it's a problem.
Back to health. Yeah, I've got a loving family. So sue me. What do you make of that?
The antagonism and piss taking is just like, oh God, 3 blokes in a pub. There's people listening. I can't go.
Are there? Karl, what do you make of London? Because you often say you'd much rather be up north.
Well, he wouldn't, or he'd go.
Well, this is what he constantly says.
You've chosen to live here. You've lived here for years. You've got a flat here. No.
I chose to come here because I was offered a job that was good money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come here if there was no job.
So you prefer to be somewhere where there's a good job, so you've chosen to live here.
I don't like being here, though.
Well, no, but you can leave.
To what?
Well, exactly! So you've chosen to stay somewhere that's better for you.
It's not better for me.
Well,
it's making me ill. I'm not sleeping.
Well, so you say you're ill, I think you call in ill, but I don't think you are. But I mean...
Are there any stats to prove that?
Well, yeah, because, of the 11 days that he calls in sick, I reckon probably 7 of them are genuine.
I'd love it if I drop down dead tonight. Honestly, I'd love it.
If you drop down dead tonight, you know it. Why aren't you sleeping?
What, you're feeling ill now, are you? That's funny, you weren't feeling ill earlier, but you read that, and you're suddenly ill.
I'm run down.
Oh, you should take a holiday. Oh, yeah, you just had about 8 in the last 6 months.
Oh, God!
Why are you run down? Why are you run down?
Yeah, what have you done? You sit in a little air-conditioned office.
I've got time to tell you. Let's move on. Let's get on with stuff. What have we got anyway? Because we didn't have a chance to meet up this week. Me and Ricky could have done, but you said you were busy, Steve,
yeah,
so that's probably why you don't get run down, but finishing work at about 4 o'clock.
No, so I could have had the meeting, but we gave you a time and you suddenly decided with very little notice that you couldn't make it. So
make it meetings and that.
Oh.
So what have we got? What have we got? It's 1:20. What have we got? We're on till 3.
Well, we've been talking, we've been doing well, we've been playing some great rock and roll, we've been playing some lovely songs, we've told them, we've explained a survey, just for employees, be careful.
Yeah.
We've, put that out there, we put a shout out there, people know
would you say it was probably safest if you are an employer to never employ Mancunians?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far because, you see, that's only an average. So I imagine some Mancunians, like, Londoners, are nice, reliable people. It's probably just a few bad eggs that throw the stats up a little bit. People that would go, I'm not coming in today, I'll put on some wet trousers. Sure. All right, stay in bed.
Yeah.
Stay in bed.
Yeah.
You still got them on? Yeah. Well, pop them off.
Yeah.
Put them on the radiator and go to bed with a little duvet. That'd be the best thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, Karl?
Right.
Right. What's your attitude? Is it because you're tired?
Yeah.
Well, why are you tired, though?
You weren't staying out watching those Channel 5 films again, were you?
I'll tell you what, me and Steve were having a little meeting yesterday over lunch about, planning stuff for the show. And, Gary Kemp came up to me, started having a little chat about old times, and, I went, oh yeah. As he went away, Steve said, right, think of this. He said, Rick, don't take this the wrong way. Remember that sentence, don't take this the wrong way. So there's a right way and a wrong way I could have taken this comment. He nodded to sort of Gary Kemp and went, he's aged better than you. I went, well, how could I take that the wrong way?
Yeah, it's not offensive.
No. Well, the point is this. He didn't know me 20 years ago, so he's actually saying, Rick, don't take this the wrong way. He looks better than you do.
Yeah, well, he does.
But why say that, Karl?
What?
Did you really say that?
Yeah, although, can I just backtracking for a second? I love the fact you said you bumped into Gary Kemp and you reminisced about old times. What old times did you share with Gary Kemp?
Well, no, he came up and said, did we drop the pops together? I went, no, I did Razzmatazz. I said, oh, we did Razzmatazz. I think he was thinking, had he ever met me before? But he hadn't, because we hadn't. That's what I meant. Yeah. And,
but if you had to make an objective analysis...
I wouldn't. I think that's out of order.
Sure. I mean, you're always slagging me off, but apparently you can't make a value judgment on something else. No.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, because you're morally all over the place. You don't know where you're coming and going.
Believe it.
Sure. You should hear what I say about you, behind your back.
So, would you say you're better looking now than you were? Or?
Than I'm what?
Would you say you're better looking now than you were?
Than I was when?
Well, have you aged well?
Yes.
You've aged well?
Yeah, I've kept my looks.
Bit of Dando?
Bit Evan Dando, this would be lovely, yeah.
2-pack. I'll tell you what, we should get rolling. Rockbusters.
No.
All right?
No.
Well, he has done it. He just said that he was worried about it because we said it's the last one. What do you think, Karl?
I just don't think... can I just say now, Karl, seriously, I'm only responding to what we're getting on the email, which is people do not want Rockbusters. They really... There's one guy here he says, it's James Pooley, he says he's preempted Karl by giving my answers to this week's quiz. I don't know what the clue would be, but his answer is no van ear. Nirvana.
Yeah, good. Nirvana, yeah. That sounds like one.
Number 2, he's just guessed. I don't know again what the clue would be, but the answer is Kid Creosote.
Yeah, that's good. That's a typical Rockbuster. That is brilliant. That's a better game.
And the last one is Harry Seacombe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So, maybe we should reverse it. So people
and we have to come up with a clue for them. And we win the prizes.
Yeah.
Have you got prizes ready as well?
It's all there, but...
Oh, I feel sorry for him now. What the prizes would have been.
I'd rather just give them away to the first person to email in, frankly, than have to go through the torment of Rockbusters.
God! Look at Karl's face! I wish we could... Oh, can't we get this on telly just for Karl's face? Hey, I'll tell you what we could do, Steve. You know, like Smiley Miley and that used to take the Radio 1 Roadshow out?
Oh, man, that would be amazing.
Come on. Should we take it out?
Hello, Bournemouth.
Yeah, how many miles have I done? Don't care. No, should we do this? How many miles have we done? Well, XFM's down the road.
Yeah.
1. Yeah. Should we take it out the road just so they can see Karl Pilkington?
To be fair, though, you're not really keen to leave W1, are you?
Oh, we wouldn't.
Right, so where exactly would we take the roadshow?
We'd do it outside.
Outside the building?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And what would we do?
It's called a roadshow because it's in the road, I imagine, isn't it?
And we'd give away T-shirts?
Throw in T-shirts, and then we'd have a band. We'd have band playing. What was that band playing tonight?
I forget, something Diesel, was it?
Yeah.
See, instantly forgettable. That was my point, really.
we could have them on.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Get a couple of celebrity pals down.
Someone from Big Brother 2.
That would be ideal.
Well, Josh, the other little gay fella.
Yeah.
He'd come on, just wave.
Yeah. I'm beginning to like the idea.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah.
So we'll have Josh, something Diesel, we're playing the Bull and Gate tonight, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right, I'll throw out some T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then Karl will do a live Rockbusters. Yeah?
Well, I don't know. Do you want it?
I just think that ruins it slightly. It would just bring the whole afternoon down, Rick, I think.
We get it sponsored by someone. Yeah? No? Well, I'm just trying to inject a bit of... Read the prizes, what we would have done.
There's a PlayStation game here. I guess it's maybe not been released yet. It's a little demo of that. What's this? The American Song Poem Anthology. I don't exactly know what that is again, but lots of songs on there and a couple of compilations, arbitrary compilations, the Club Anthems compilation, the best summer holiday album ever.
Wow. You've certainly sold it to me, Steve.
The best air guitar album again.
Brilliant.
And an old edition of Only Fools and Horses.
So, you really haven't put the effort into the prizes, Karl. So if that's the prizes, if that's the whole point of the competition, and they're the best prizes you could conjure up, in
God's name, how bad are the clues this week? That's why he doesn't want you to do it, Karl.
All right, we won't bother. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
Good. Excellent. Well, that's resolved.
Brilliant.
That's excellent. What we have got, though, is Educating Ricky, haven't we?
Well, another one of my little things.
Oh, it's brilliant, then.
So how long's this going to last before you want to get ditched this?
Well, we'll see. A couple of weeks.
It's not like that, Karl. It's all one. It's one love, man.
We're on the same team, man.
Yeah, we're just one voice, man. One true voice. Like those lads.
Yeah.
They could play.
Right, well, the Educating Ricky,
They could play.
Well, why don't we play a record and come back with Educating Ricky?
The Wind, Cat Stevens.
We need to get the jingle queued up as well.
Yeah, I'll get the jingle queued up.
No,
yeah.
I haven't got Neil Young lined up yet.
No, not Neil Young. Cat Stevens. I gave it to you.
I know, we're not playing that yet.
Can we just play a record?
No, I told you to. Well, I told you to. See what? So why aren't you playing the record I told you to play?
Because we've just had something chilled, right, from Tupac. Let's lift it up a bit now with a little bit of blur. Right?
Come on, play it. Oh, I'm not sure.
I just have. Crazy beat blur on XFM 104.9. Right, we're gonna do Educating Ricky instead of Rockbusters.
Incidentally, on the subject of Rockbusters, we've just had an email from Phil. He says, I could do with this week's rather shoddy array of prizes, as I'm doing a car boot sale tomorrow and need a bit more tat to fill the table. We'll probably send it
we might as well do it anyway.
Yeah.
But Educating Ricky, it was a feature. Well, actually, about a year ago, I started a feature called Educating Karl because we found out he had 1 E at O level at history, and I'd educate him on things like Rasputin, things that I thought he'd be interested in. You know, Winston Churchill, some of the greats, some scientific facts, and then I said, it's your turn, and he started telling me about people born without legs. Some people have got a funny eye. There's a woman whose tongue's longer than her arm. And really, you know, turning the screw on education.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's got for me today. Maybe a dog born a cat. Let's have a look.
We've done that one. We've done that.
Is there, because often we should point out there's sometimes a crossover between Educating Ricky and Cheeky Freak of the Week, just in terms of subject matter.
Yeah, so we've done Cheeky Freak of the Week. We've done all the freaks. What have we done with the Freak of the Week? There's a dog. There was a woman that had the back legs of a dog. What was last week?
It was the girl who was born with 4 eyes, 2 mouths, and 3 legs.
Sure.
You weren't that impressed. I thought if we've got to that and it's not impressing you.
We are a tough audience.
Let's spin it. Let's move on.
50 Cent. Indie Club on XFM 104.9. So, Karl's a little bit fed up today. Actually whinging. I mean, properly whinging. Fed up. Reckons he's tired. Reckons he's overworked here. But, do you know what I mean, Karl? Everyone gets tired. Everyone gets tired. Everyone does the same sort of hours as you. What do you do? Sort of 9 till 6, 7?
About 9 till 7, 8.
Well, no, because a couple of times this week I've sort of met you for a drink about 6. So, it's funny, isn't it? That's weird.
Some of the times I've come back after it, just for another 40 minutes or something whilst no one's around, try and get stuff done without phones going, without emails coming in.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Can I tell you what I think's a disappointment?
You're in a department. You got to do it.
I just think it's a disappointment that Karl hasn't been able to put that aside and rise to the occasion. He's only got to do this show once a week.
I know.
We're tired. We've got
you've got one job. We've got about 6. And we're still doing it. Do you know what I mean? We still do it. We still.
Well, you're a professional, Rick. I mean, that's why you've won multiple awards. Is because you're willing to get up there, even if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, even if you hurt yourself, you've got an injury of some kind. You're up there. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're entertaining. You're providing a service.
Yeah. So
it's disappointment.
Yeah, but I've pressed all the right buttons at the right time.
Indeed.
Right. That's what I get paid for. Yeah. Done that. The adverts have gone out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I've made you cups of tea.
It's the negativity which is the problem. It's the vibe. You're bringing us down.
Bringing us down.
And therefore the listeners.
Therefore the listeners bringing us down. If you don't like London, you know what to do. Well,
I'm trying to get out of here, aren't I?
We just bought a new flat. That's not the best way. Buy a flat in Manchester, live there.
Doesn't matter. I can always rent it out and make a little bit of money.
Why don't you sell the flat in London and buy a street in Manchester?
Pilkington Avenue. You could literally have the king of that street. People could come to you like Solomon with their problems.
Yeah. Well, he's come up from London. He's got London ways. Okay, let's have a great show, everyone.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck
Right, that was Jane's Addiction, Just Because, on XFM 104.9. Right, everybody up, let's give them a great show, yeah? 2 hours of, like, fun, chat. Let's keep it, let's keep it cutting edge. Let's not be too, that's what the listeners of XFM would... Oh, no, it isn't, is it? No, because... Hold on, wait a minute, because we came in yesterday and did this little skit, didn't we, where we bleeped it out.
A little sketch. It was quite noisy, quite controversial.
Karl called me last night, and... We're not allowed to play it out.
We've been censored?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a cutting-edge alternative station. Wants to push the boundaries. Wants to be thought of as rock and roll, a bit punk rock.
Yeah. Because I said something about the radio authority. I bleeped it out. What I called them.
Yeah.
But couldn't do it. Done it before.
Censored.
Couldn't do it.
Censored.
Karl agrees though. What's your thoughts, Karl? You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Why?
Well, what's the point?
Well, it was funny, wasn't it? And it wasn't offensive.
Not really. It's not some of the best stuff that would have ever gone out on this show, but,
Right, what are you putting up against, exactly? Cheeky Freak of the Week?
Well, that springs to mind.
Yeah. Rockbusters?
But I mean, the thing is, the things that you have put out there, I mean, we better be really careful. Who's worried about complaints? I mean, it's not just swearing, is it? It's taste and decency and everything. Yeah. So, we can't laugh about the disabled anymore in the Cheeky Freak of the Week. Can't do stories about elderly relatives with genitals looking like a split tennis ball. Can't do your dad putting a child with learning difficulties in a bin. So, what should we just play music?
I think that's all it's going to have to be, yeah.
Play a record. Accidents Will Happen by Elvis Costello on XFM 104.9. Karl's a little bit stressed, but it's not his fault. It was the boss that overruled him. He came along. What did he do? He heard you listening to it.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He says, what's that? I said, it's what Ricky wants to play out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he said, well, can't go out like that. Too many...
But they're all bleeped. We bleeped the swear words.
Yeah, but he didn't want it to go out. I mean, you got to remember, right, you came in yesterday to have a chat about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
One of the topics that I said, let's talk about, which I came up with, was... Let's talk about swearing.
No, you said you never had a problem with swearing, which is normal.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we did the thing about, isn't it funny that you can, the thing about you can bleep a swear word by taking out the vowel. So we're going, so it's the vowel that's offensive, and we did a little sketch around that, and then ended, he wanted to completely obliterate the word in the end, didn't want to put the thing in that we said about the radio authority, which I think it was valid and wouldn't have got a complaint.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's the boss, and what he says goes, doesn't it?
Sure. So, I was just going to say,
right. But what you got to remember is what he also said is if you want to pay the 70 grand fine, then go ahead and do it, Steve.
There wouldn't be a 70 grand fine there, would there?
Well, you don't know what it'd be. But will you pay it? Will you pay for my mortgage? Will you pay for his mortgage? Will you feed his kids?
He wouldn't be fired.
What do you mean? Well, I tell you what, if it's not a fine, we'd lose the licence, then we'd all be fired.
Right.
When you're sat at home.
Do you seriously think you'd lose the licence for that sketch? Does he really seriously think you'd lose the licence for it? It is not the worst thing we've ever put out or done or ever will do.
Yeah, but it's the fact that he said don't put it out, and you're like, throwing your toys out the pram. I want to say it. I want to say it. How old are you? But you still want to put swearing out.
It's a discussion about the radio authority and the way people are interested.
Yeah, but leave it. Let's move on.
Don't get annoyed.
Yeah, but I'm annoyed because you've been at it since about 12:30.
I know. Well, I like to get in early to plan the show.
Yeah, but there's been no planning. So, to be honest, I'd turn off today, anyone listening, because there's nothing.
Karl, there's never anything.
There is. There's sometimes some good things, but today, seriously,
what is there?
I'd leave it.
Something half decent that's been on this show.
Loads of little interesting topics.
Go on, I can't remember any.
Right, gays in toilets.
Yeah. Not particularly interesting. Fascinating to you, perhaps.
Right, well, I'd prefer to hear that than just a load of swear words.
Well, we wouldn't have heard any swear words. We'd have heard some bleeping.
Right then, so that's entertaining, isn't it? Load of bleeps.
It's just because you don't want to stand up to your boss or say anything. Don't get annoyed with us.
I'd stand up to her if I agree with what I'm arguing about, but I'm not falling out with him over some crappy thing you want to play out.
Don't say crappy.
Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm not here next week, I tell you that. I've canned this in.
Don't say
so
crappy.
if Andrew is listening,
someone else can be crappy. Play a record. We apologise for the word crap.
That's out of order, we should be.
Big Sir, the Thrills on XFM 104.9. Started off another nice atmosphere again in the studio.
Don't blame me, it's not my fault.
No, I know.
Well, it's your fault, mainly.
Yeah.
You are bad, you are quite bad.
Come on,
come on, you are.
Don't try and win him round just because he scared you.
I don't know who's that against. Is it me or him? I don't know.
It's you.
Right, well, I'm not a coward.
No.
I'm not a coward.
Okay,
I'm just thinking of the listeners, Rick, and I just want them to be entertained.
Yeah.
luckily, that's not a big problem for us.
What you mean we're effortlessly entertaining, or there's no listeners?
Well, yeah, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Karl, what's happened to you this week, mate?
Now it's happened.
Come on.
What? Nothing's happened?
Come on. I came in, and it had an hour lunch break. You know, he's sort of like, he never gets a break. I came in one day, it was out for an hour, and I sat in a little chat with Andrew Phillips about, you know, where we were going with the show, and, you know.
Where are we going with it? You come up with anything?
Dear.
It's how far we can run it into the grave.
Yeah, no, if we go off air, it certainly won't be through, being cutting edge or controversial, because people are just turned off because it's too boring to listen to. But he was out for an hour.
Having a lunch break for an hour. And always saying he's too busy.
I know, yeah.
It's interesting. Actually, on the subject of that, I noticed Dan here has emailed in. He says, I was listening to last week's show, and I think Karl is taking his job for granted. I'd love to swap with him for a week. My qualifications are that I can press play on a CD player and stop.
Karl, what do you think of that?
And it can come in next week, seriously.
Yeah. It says here...
Don't get ratty, Karl.
I'm not being ratty. Dan, email me. You know my address, email. It'll be sorted out. You can be here next week.
Dan suggested we could call it Karl Idol, where people audition each week, or perhaps Bone Idol.
I like that. Bone Idol.
Brilliant.
Have we got a monkey news, Karl?
Don't know if I can be bothered.
Play a record.
Beautiful.
Billy Bragg from his Essential Billy Bragg compilation. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Billy Bragg, I can't be bothered, politics, and I have to say, buy this CD, skip past every song that is, for instance, there is power in a union.
Don't be duped by fascism.
Yeah, it's your right and duty to vote.
Yeah, right wing, wrong wing.
Exactly. Ignore all that. But just listen to the love songs.
His love songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Tonight I celebrate my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. It's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, lose the ones about
Exactly.
Striking.
Yeah, exactly. Because we know what we think of that. So I heartily recommend that.
Karl, we're on happiness. Karl, I'm trying to explain to Karl that the aim to, is really to get on a 10.
Yeah.
For happiness.
I like the fact that he started on a 9.
But I love the fact he's happy with 4.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but what I mean is, right, I'm not looking for, like, happiness.
Right.
I'm
You're
all
not
right.
looking for happiness? What? What's that for?
What I mean is, right, I'm happy when I'm not fed up. So what I mean is, I'm happy.
Is this your new book, Psychology of the Mind? What is that? I'm happy when I'm not fed up. That's like an 8-year-old trying to explain happiness. Johnny, what is it when I'm happy when I'm not fed up, miss? Well done, good boy. That's it. You're happy when you're not fed up. Talk like an adult.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, though. I don't.
What?
I'm happy most of the time. It's just that when things niggle me, I find that I realise when I'm annoyed more than when I'm happy.
But Karl, every time we talk to you, you are whinging about something. You've got something that annoys you.
But he's one of those people that if he whinges loud enough, he gets away with it. Like he's in here, I think he goes, I'm really busy. I come in and he's doing nothing. He's chatting, because he's having big, long chats with everyone about how someone's wound him up. Yeah. And they all come in and go, Karl's fed up. Because he's got this show. You know what I mean? He's wormed his way.
Hang on a minute. You came in moaning about the Post and that today.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's annoyed and frustrated by that. There's small businesses going out of business.
I'm not. You haven't heard me.
No, you're not, because who's sending you letters? No one. You've got no friends. You've said that yourself.
Yeah.
You've openly declared you don't want friends. They're too much hassle.
Yeah.
That is my joy. Friends that is the point of life to me. I can't wait to see them. I squeeze their head. I welcome them in.
Oh, they annoy me.
They annoy me.
Annoy me. I love it. Friends are annoying. He's even scared of doing something with a friend or getting a gift because he goes after buying one back now.
Yeah.
It's sort of like life's a bit of a chore for Karl, isn't it?
Well, anyway, all right. Let's leave that aside. Obviously, you're never going to be entirely happy, although apparently you are already on the brink of happiness.
All you had to say was your hair looked nice. That's all you had to say. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and that's it. End of story.
What's the point in that? What is the point in that?
Because she doesn't really care what you think, but she doesn't want to hear that she looks like Dave Hill from Slade.
She's not having her haircut just to please you, Karl. Despite what you might think. He's taken aback by that.
Yeah. I was with Joe Cornish last night. Went to a little do at Jonathan's house, and Joe was there, and he walked in, and I was taken aback by how tall he is.
Sure.
Because I'd forgotten, and he's about 6'4", but he's unlikely to, you know what I mean by that? It's sort of like some people surprise you. And, he was going, I don't consider, 6'4", big. I said, well, it is pretty big. I said, but I know what you mean. I walked around with Steve Merchant.
Yeah.
And, he went, how tall's Steve? And I was 6'7".
Yep.
And Joe went, oh, that's nearly a disability, isn't it?
Do you know, he's absolutely right as far as I'm concerned. No, do you know, I've genuinely, since school, I used to go to school with a little disabled fella. Lovely guy. No, I swear to God, lovely guy. And I remember he came in when we got in the sixth form, and he'd basically got, I don't know what the ins and outs of it were, but as far as I could tell, he'd got a car for free. A specially converted car.
Yeah.
You know, because he was disabled. And he was driving
same as Karl. Me. I need this, I need that.
But it seemed to me that I was thinking, well, why can I not get something similar? Because there are some cars I can't fit in. Because I'm too tall. I genuinely cannot drive the smaller cars, the cheaper cars. I'm obliged to buy a more expensive, larger car. Because I can't fit in the tiny.
Yeah, that's like saying you've got to pay more for your shoes because there's more leather, which is true.
Which is absolutely true. It's a nightmare getting shoes.
But fat people have to pay more.
Do you know what? It's a nightmare getting chairs, comfy chairs that I can sit in the home. I sit in a chair for very long and my back's killing me. Now, how is that not a disability? But no, you don't see people like me whinging.
But I think tall people, I read an article that taller people on average, get higher wages through an advantage, or just because they're taken more seriously than little dumpy fellas.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think I genuinely don't think there are many benefits of being really tall. People seem to assume there are, but beyond the fact that I can reach things down from a high shelf,
I know.
I don't think there's any real perks.
I've seen you hit your head a few times.
That's a disability.
I know, I have seen you hit your head a few times, and I think, oh God, that must have hurt. Obviously I'll make sure okay and then laugh.
Of course.
But I know it must be annoying.
Thanks, mate.
No, but I mean, there's one pub in Soho that he has to go down backwards.
Yeah.
He has to lean back, it looks like a limbo dancer.
Yeah, they've almost got to lower me in on ropes.
I always find it amusing.
But like, for instance, on an airplane, I can't get some of the seats, I can't fit in some of the seats. Not in any way, not the way that I could.
Because
how is that not a disability?
There's some seats that people can't afford because they're poor. It's not a disability.
That's irrelevant. Don't go on a plane then, because you're poor. But if you can't afford to go on a plane, you can't afford to go on a plane. You should have studied hard at school.
But what annoys me about that is there's
a physical disability I was born with.
There's a weight allowance, so I might not be allowed loads of bags on, but there might be a big fat pig in the queue who's allowed the same chocolate allowance as me.
That's because they've been eating like a bloater. I couldn't stop myself from growing this tall. It wasn't a conscious decision. I didn't think, I'll tell you what, I won't smoke when I'm a teenager. Maybe I'll shoot up. I'll eat healthy. I'll probably add an extra 2 feet. It just kept going.
You do eat too healthy. You eat way too many greens.
But that's not why I grew to this height. It's a genetic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you'd lived near some sort of pylon or something and just, as I say, smoked from an early age, you wouldn't have been that tall.
Don't think when I was a gangly teenager having the piss taken out of me, I wasn't thinking I wish I'd been born near a pylon. Could you? Or Chernobyl.
Could your mum or dad, could they have banded you like they did with little, didn't they do that with someone's feet?
Well, yeah, concubine, yes.
I didn't come out this tall, did I?
No, but slip it in the
and how would they bandage him? They'd have to bandage him round the feet and round the top of the head.
Yeah, I'd be walking around like a mummy.
Yeah, or a bonsai boy.
But people didn't really realise I was going to be this tall until I was 14 or 15. You know, you don't realise when you're an 8-year-old.
How tall were you when you were about like a gangly, so a typical gangly teenager, 15. How tall were you at 15?
I don't know, 6'5" maybe?
And I bet you were like a beanpole, weren't you?
Well, of course.
Yeah. And what sort of glasses did you have?
Cool.
Now, what did you have?
I don't know, a monocle. No, I can't remember.
Did you wear a bow tie once?
I wore a bow tie? I thought I was trying to preempt the styles that might be coming round. I think I've been watching a lot of George Formby films. And I thought it can only be a matter of time before the bow tie comes in. I thought it might be quite kind of urbane and debonair.
Yeah.
So what that
was Robin Day at the height of his fame? I think he might around this time, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go for that dandy look. I thought that's what the girls would go for.
I know,
the dandy.
Oh dear. So I still want to see you with a pipe and trilby.
Yeah.
I just think you'd look great walking on the street. Yeah.
But I genuinely, I really, it does frustrate me that I don't get any allowance.
It doesn't count as a disability.
Well, it does count.
No, it doesn't. It's not a disability being 6'7".
But how can you explain, for instance, travelling on a bus or a coach? There's some seats I can't sit in.
People look. I've seen people stare at you, but
but they stare at me because I've been on the telly. What's that a disability? People being recognised?
Yes, but you could avoid that by not being on the telly. It's your choice. This is my point. It's your choice.
Yeah,
it's the same as the big fat people. It's their choice.
It's a different sort of stare, isn't it? I've been there.
Yeah.
When, the sort of stare that you get and the sort of stare.
Well, obviously sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna, follow up this inquiry. What do you mean, Karl? No,
I'm just saying it's more of a stare of fear than, like with you, they go, oh, it's him.
Yeah, go on.
Whereas with you, it's more like, jeez.
Do you know what frustrates me? I thought he did deserve having a Monday off. I've changed my tune.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realise this, listeners, but sometimes I'm an intermediary. I do step in when he's winding him up, because Karl gets to the point where he's going to explode.
Yeah, and
it's
Steve's
crazy.
Okay, Jerv,
and I step in, and this is the kind of response I get from Karl. This is the kind of back chat I get.
Well, I tell you, he's a little user.
I'll tell you what, because he's too scared of winding you up, because he knows that you'll just walk out of here and he won't get his Monday off.
Absolutely. Play a record, you little oik.
Weasel. You're a weasel.
Lou Reed, with a little help from David Bowie there in the background. Satellite of Love on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Now, Steve, you know how Karl won't do anything outside his jurisdiction. He moans about stuff. He's got one job. We're doing about 5 things in the week.
Always plate spinning.
We just turn up and he's always available. He moans about it. He goes, oh, lucky you caught me, right? He's chatting. He's one of those people that, whinges enough and people think he's overworked, so he got Mondays off, right? He's just a whinger.
Yeah. I haven't got Mondays off though, have I?
Yeah, well, anyway, 2 hours on a Saturday. This is what the phone message he left me Wednesday on my mobile, but I just is chatting about certain things that are going on at the moment. What he does need to know. Duncan, who mentions, is my agent, and you understand a few other things, but this is the sort of message I get from Karl, right? Whinger.
Old messages.
Alright, 12 Wednesday. Just getting loads of people calling me all the time about Yesterday, DVD's signing for BBC London. I don't work there, but I've been dragged into that. I've got a woman on leaving a message from Talk PR going on about, do you want to go and see Pop Idol again? Right? They're just saying you and some listeners can go. So I'm sure you'll love that. I've got Jim Benner wanting you to introduce the tin buckets at the Astoria. So can you just let Duncan know that I'm doing his job whilst he's sat on his arse with his thumb firmly up his arse? Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
Message left at 12.
Do you know what I mean?
I know, but that's the kind of phone message he's leaving. Do you remember who he was before you?
But he's even annoyed that he gets a phone call. I remember he got a phone call for you to do a voiceover and didn't pass it on. You missed a voiceover. That was thousands of pounds.
No, I did pass it on though. I told you.
You said someone had phoned.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But who's that?
Well, she didn't say, and I didn't ask. But
of course she said.
She didn't say.
Rubbish.
So you didn't take the number down? Just when she went, oh, can you tell Steve to call me? And you went, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just thought you'd know her already. I should have known. It was a woman, so I should have known.
He's having a go, you see?
Unbelievable. I don't know how it's come back on me. You're the one who was picking on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. I'm defending. Why is he having a go at you?
He never picks on Ricky because he knows you are his bread and butter. Seriously, do you know what I mean? The only reason he's got Mondays off is because you're still doing this show.
Yeah.
That's why he's scared of you. That's why he's he has a go at you on the phone, but he always picks on me because he knows, I'm a pushover, I'm a nice guy. He's scared of you. I can't believe I don't know how it works.
Is that true?
Steve, I'm always sorting you out. I look after you. Sorted you out with tickets.
I'm not saying you don't, but I got you today. Why are you picking on me?
What do you mean you're sorting out tickets and lager? What's this?
Right, whenever you want tickets.
Yeah, sorry,
I don't want to use this as moaning time and that, because I don't like to moan. I'm busy and that, right? I've sorted you out tickets for gigs.
Yeah.
Right?
What somebody doesn't even turn up to.
Yeah, we won't even go on about that. Yeah. Right? Lager.
He got sorted out the Cure, he complained it was boring.
Yeah. There was that big drum of lager that you had, and you said, oh, put that in your room for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to carry it home. Right?
Lazy.
So I said, all right, then I'll put it in my room. It goes missing, it gets nicked. Then you have a go at me because it got nicked.
Yeah.
I get you another one. You make me carry it around town for you for half an hour. Then you say, oh, I can't be bothered taking it home. Can you take it back to work for me?
Yeah. But interestingly, this is a year ago, so it's obviously still pressing on you.
Oh, hang on, and I forgot the one when we had an argument over 50p. When we went out for a coffee.
You didn't want to give me 50p back that you owed me.
That was the same day you'd given him about 40 quid worth of lager.
But see, this is my problem. This was my point at the time. It's not the 50p in terms of money is not what's important. The fact that you think you don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p, that was the point at stake. It's me who makes a decision. Oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you. It's only 50p. I'm not going to give it to you. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be rules, otherwise it's chaos, Karl. Come on, mate. All right.
Don't want to fall out about it.
No, that's not all right. Should we kiss and make up? Do you want that? Do you want
it's
that?
all right.
Yeah. Well, should we play a little record and come back to this? Because
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up as the monster.
I know.
Bit of R.E.M.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the show last week. I was walking towards Berry Street. I like to look at the records and the record shops. And I was on my mobile phone, and I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute.
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" Now,
you sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums or
no, it was definitely
6 for a quid?
No, it was definitely a prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like, can you imagine?
She was rude.
Who would what am I going to hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back? You know, you say you want me to meet more women,
and you know you sent me that 30 quid
exactly
for my birthday.
yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a whore. And it was just sort of, you could tell that she was clearly probably desperate for crack or a latest fix of smack. So she was literally the normal etiquette of prostitution. You know, that they hang around, they show some thigh. I've seen this in films.
Will ya?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take you out for a meal. That sort of thing. That had sort of gone out of the window, and she was just there, desperate, running around.
Did she go out of a window? Because that's another thing they sometimes do. Specialist ones.
But I was shocked because I've never been propositioned before like that.
Really?
In London.
That's weird, isn't it? Karl, thoughts?
I think you'd be sort of approached a lot because they tend to sort of go for people who look like they haven't got much chance.
Sure.
And I'm not being mean.
No.
I've known you a long time.
Sorry, I'll let you go back to it. In what way aren't you being mean? By saying that
Steve knows is a little bit odd looking.
I don't think. Well,
no, he does. Do you know?
Yeah, no, but it's not what he thinks of his looks. It's what he thinks of you talking about his looks on.
No, but it's like how you were talking before about, your eyes are bad. It's nature's little way of saying, look, nothing to see here, right?
I don't get that.
I don't know what you mean.
But when you look in the mirror and that, they've gone, look, he hasn't got the looks. Let's make his eyes bad, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're balancing it out, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Now we're on the topic.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
No, listen,
but my chest is gonna burst at this moment.
Whenever we go into this conversation, I always think to myself, Karl, do you know what you look like?
I'm gonna burst.
Seriously, can I be honest with you? You look like, if you've got like a balloon, a hot air balloon, right? Just a little balloon, like a party balloon. If you drew a little face on it, right, and inflated it about halfway, that's what you look like.
Right.
No, play a record. I don't want to get into this. It's too intense.
Now you've got onto this. Let's just nip it in the bud now. I'll tell you something that I wasn't going to tell you because I think it was
I don't want to hear it.
Right, it was on the tube. Right. Well, I was. Someone told me they were on the tube. Right, and the tube pulled into a station. Right, and one of the women saw the poster that's out at the moment with you and Rick on it. Right.
Yeah.
So this woman apparently goes, "Oh look, there's Ricky. Ricky's on the radio." Right. And the other woman goes, "Oh yeah, don't you listen to it?" So she goes, "Oh, I didn't know he was on the radio." And she goes, "Oh,
I'm sorry, Steve.
look at
because he didn't sound this bad."
She said, "Oh, look at that person he's with." So she goes, "Yeah." She said, "That's Steve." She said, I was sort of aware that he looked odd because Karl mentions it on the radio."
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much of a blow to me, but I can see how it was a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
So that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that isn't me sort of telling this woman to say anything. That was all happened without anybody else sort of bringing it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
was it? Sorry, you seem to be relishing this. Was it because of the little balloon story that made you?
I honestly, Steve, I wouldn't have told you, but if you're going to start, having a pop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't just sit here and take it and that.
No.
I mean,
all mates.
Yeah, it's just...
yeah. Well, I mean, I was mistaken for Johnny Vegas. Steve's got a story about that, if you want to have a go at me.
Well, someone just thought you were fat with a beard, which is true.
Well, don't have a go at me, because he said you look...
Well, you started it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You were milking it. I
was laughing.
You were egging him on.
I sort of was.
Yeah.
But let's not,
Oh, it's a good job you've got lots of good mates like Jonathan Ross you can go and hang out with. You don't need other friends, people who've helped you in your career.
He's good-looking bloke, isn't he, Jonathan Ross?
He's a good-looking fella.
Play record. Radiohead, Fake Plastic Trees on XFM 104.9. Mm-hmm. Someone just emailed in and said, just want to know what you think of that cover of Wonderwall.
We told you. We said it was great.
Yeah.
Listen.
But they must have been listening to hear...
the song.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Although maybe they just turn off...
when we start talking.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
That would make sense. I mean, it makes sense in a sort of preserving of sanity type way as well.
Objectively, Rick, if you were listening at home, if you didn't know us and you were listening to the show, would you listen to it? Would you bother? I know that's a hard thing to get your head round.
It's difficult to say, isn't it? I've no idea. What people coming to this for the first time think.
I love you like a brother, but I get sick of you.
Yeah. I get sick of me. Yeah. Sometimes I go up and...
It's weird you should say that, because someone's emailed in.
Yeah.
A recent survey's been done by Cheltenham and Gloucester. The most desirable neighbour in Britain. Number 1.
Shane Ritchie.
Johnny Wilkinson.
Oh, right.
It doesn't actually give me the full rundown, but David Beckham was in the list. Yeah. Shane Ritchie was indeed in the list.
Yeah, he's flying at the moment.
As was Ricky Gervais.
Really?
Well, that's what it says. It doesn't tell me where you came, though. And there was actually a neighbour from hell, and you weren't in that list.
Well, I'm a good neighbour.
Oh, come on.
I am. I'm quiet. I don't keep myself to myself. I never...
Do you know what I'm thinking of?
What?
If it was best friend.
Yeah.
Now that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Most desirable friend.
I'm a good neighbour. I'm quiet, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I imagine being stuck in a room with me writing all the time, with me squeaking like a chimp.
Unbelievable.
Although I don't physically abuse you, I save that to my bald mates like Karl and Rob and that. I just like to squeeze their head. I don't squeeze your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's because you command a little bit more respect.
Ah, thanks very much.
Do you know what I mean? You're not that sort of... You're not an idiot.
Oh, sure.
All right, Karl, got anything to say? Has anyone seen his picture in Heat this week? It looks fantastic, doesn't it? Do you know what Steve said when he saw that, Karl?
Go on.
He said, it has captured Karl.
What do you mean?
Well, you just look utterly gormless. In the picture. It's captured you brilliantly. You know how like a good photographer can do that? You can capture the essence of someone. That's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Well, actually, I'm the photographer.
Yes,
because it was a screen grab from the behind-the-scenes footage.
Well done.
So I got that gimpness. I captured the essential gimposity.
Exactly.
Karl.
Yeah.
All right?
Captured it.
Yeah, well, I did a little article for Time Out, and I think Boyd from Heat has sent over that screen grab to them, so he might be in Time Out. I'm going to try and get him in every publication.
Yeah.
For 1 year. It's like
you've managed it in the last 2 weeks.
Exactly, yeah. It's like a Dave Gorman project. Are you Karl Pilkington?
Yes.
Let's do that, shall we? If anyone's got a publication, it doesn't matter how little, just take it from Heat. That's mine, so you're welcome to it. Just try and just put his picture in anything. Next to round things is best, isn't it? That'd be good. You all right, Karl, with that?
Yeah.
All right, then, good. What have you got for us, Karl?
I'll tell you, you're going to go along later to the Live 8 gig, and you're probably going to see some bands that are going to make an effort to entertain you, but if you want entertainment, Rick, you know it. There's only one person to book.
Go on.
Me. If you you're perhaps something to do, because I'm obviously a top DJ on the radio, but where I really come into my own is DJing in any kind of club environment.
Well, you told me you were DJing, I didn't go to it, DJing at a party, and you said the place was rocking.
The place was roaring.
And I loved it. Karl just said he was there and they weren't.
Well, that's nonsense, Karl, because you know very well that when I'd put on a tune, they'd cheer.
Yeah, but it was late on in the night. They would have done that, whatever you put on.
That's nonsense.
No, they were happy and everything. I'm not saying they weren't having a good time. It was your party. It was all right, but they weren't going mental like you're sort of making up.
They were definitely going mental. When I put on the Proclaimers, they could not believe their luck. They would have walked 1,000 miles.
Was it good though? Were they really? What were they doing? They were dancing, were they?
It's dancing and that, but they weren't sort of cheering, going, more and all that at the end.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Take On Me came on, the big cheer went up.
Oh, I don't know who to believe.
I've been there, done it, Steve. I've been the DJ as well.
It might be jealousy. It might be like
professional jealousy there.
Like a, yeah.
I think it's because my fortunes are on the up and these are on the down. You know, we all know famously that he had Pilkington making music, his DJ outfit.
Didn't happen.
I did enough. I just wanted to do enough to pay for the equipment. And I did. And that was that. But I don't like crowds, do I?
But you're safe, aren't you? You're behind the little thing with the flashing lights.
But there's still a lot of people and that. Forced fun. Don't like that.
It's not forced fun. They haven't got to dance if they don't want to dance.
Yeah. Don't like it.
It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Alright, so here's the first bit. So anyway, I found these things. Do you know
yeah.
So explain this again.
Right, so I got back off holiday. The first job I found out I've got to do is work with Ricky for a voiceover.
I do a regular thing. I do X-Ray magazine, but I'm allowed to make the script up. And they said I could, so I did.
Right, so imagine this.
Well, I know you, Rick, and I know you like to put a lot of work into these things.
Yeah.
You want to do a good job.
So he rolls up, he says, let's do it then. He said, what's in the magazine? I said, well, here's a selection of stuff. This is what you've got to sell. He said, leave it with me. He goes into the little booth, and the first one he comes up with is this little advert for it, right?
X-Ray magazine, it's out now. It's £3.50 May edition, music of tomorrow, Dandy Warhol's picture, and there's a free CD with all the Placebo and the Donners and Smog and Nightmares on Wax and Alpine All Stars. Only £3.50. It's out now. Buy it, innit?
Have you got a sore throat there?
Well, that's all right, isn't it? And he was going, you can't. I said, we are doing that. I've done one. That is it. That's it. So I persuaded him. He went, right, okay, we can possibly put that on XFM, right? I'll have to see, right? And so I wouldn't do it again. And he went, but you need one for Capital. He said, right. Capital will know what I went, right, I'll do one more for Capital.
Because all the stations advertise the XFM magazine, right? So this is the one that you thought would be all right for them.
Ooh, hello, you loonies in Radioland. Dr. Frog here to tell you about the new edition of X-Ray magazine. It's out now and it's only £3.50. You've not heard of it? It's a great music magazine. And you get a free CD featuring bands like Placebo, They Wear Makeup But Leave Them Alone, Gold Chain, Smog, OK Go, The Donners, and all great bands that you'll love to... Froggy here, hello. Bye. Ribbit, Froggy says bye it.
Oh, well. So then... He says, that's it.
Is Dr. Frog still on there? He's still on Classic.
I said, that isn't going to go out. They're not going to be happy with that. He says, you've had your money's worth, I'm going. Yeah. So I'm left with that. I then have to get the bosses in. And because I've let him go, in a way, it's my responsibility. Yeah. So I've obviously thought I've got what I need. I had to play them to the MD.
What did he say?
And justify... Well, I was sort of thinking if I laugh... He might go, well, I don't get it, but he finds it funny.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
So I was laughing. He was sort of thinking, you know.
Excellent.
Is that it?
Brilliant. When do they go out then?
I think one of them's going out at the moment.
Excellent.
I think the first one's going out.
Brilliant. Well, let's play a great track then.
Is it Dr. Frog? I'd like to see Dr. Frog feature maybe on our show more often.
Okay. Oh, I've got some new comedy characters.
I can't believe that.
You know, I love the work of comedy greats like Chris Moyles and Noel Edmonds. I've got some really funny comic characters that'll be popping in and out of the studio.
Save them.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Can I just tell you a story that Karl told me a couple of weeks ago?
Is this another ghost story? Another spooky story?
Yeah. I called him out. I was, what are you doing? He said, I've just been reading ghost stories again. He said, you don't believe in them, but how do you explain this? Right, I went, go on. He said, I'll tell you as he told me it. He went, bloke, right, just sitting at home, doing, watching telly with his cat. And the phone rings, and it's a bloke going, is that fire in your oven okay now? Because your wife called. And Karl went, well, 1, there was no fire in the oven. 2, he wasn't married. I went, right. Go on. He went, well, then right, there was a knock at the door and there was 2 sort of people in sort of white coats and they came and said, we've come about that fire. Your wife called us. He went, 1, there isn't a fire in my oven, and 2, I'm not even married. Right? And he said, they saw the cat and they looked at the cat. It looks a bit weird at the cat came out, nothing. He said, and then he went back, sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about? Oh. He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven. 2, I haven't got a wife. And Karl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
That's the end of the story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
that's people winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent it around to the wrong person, right? You know, he went, yeah. I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah. Why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Karl. This is really weird, right? I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
Right, I opened the door, there was no one there.
Yeah.
Right? And then I looked across the street, right, and there were some kids running away.
Yeah.
Now, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
There was another time, right, where, like, I opened the door and there was a bloke goes, you've ordered pizza. I went, I haven't ordered pizza. And I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down.
Yeah. How do you explain that? Karl, seriously, why did you tell me that story? What do you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall asleep and not read the end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Karl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? And the other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Seriously,
and a cat that did not look happy.
But seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire. Some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of all happened again.
Yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
If you don't
it's a mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the Fortean Times.
Oh, Karl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Educating Ricky, part 2.
Right. I'm committed to this treatment.
Yeah.
Is one.
Oh, I've got to go for that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or the other one is the police are causing a bit of a stir.
He still says it like it's the best thing he's ever come up with, which in a way is.
It could be. Right, go on in. I'm committed to this treatment.
Right. Do you know the saying...
Is it just sayings now? Are they all sayings? This
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, the other one isn't. Frog in your throat?
The saying, there's a frog in your throat?
Yeah.
I assume it's when you croak a little bit. You sound like a frog.
No. Right. Might seem a bit weird, this one, right? But years ago...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, well, what is that clue? Committed to this treatment?
It's about frogs Kermitted.
Probably works better with a K and an ER written down.
Well, also, if you pronounced it Kermitted,
yeah,
but not committed.
Committed to this treatment! Right, go on then.
That's genius.
So, yeah.
Well, what?
You go to the doctors and you go with throat hurting a bit.
Right.
And what they did ages ago.
Ages ago? What year was this approximately?
We are going back quite a bit with this one.
Oh, okay, go on.
And the doctor would say...
did history. Imagine years ago. Go on.
And the doctor would say, right, keep your mouth open and you just look at your tonsils. And the jaw would ache a bit because they weren't as quick back then because they didn't have the technology and stuff, and they'd have to like stare at it and study it and stuff. And like they get an achy jaw, right?
Keeping their mouth open.
Yeah, like you get, you get a Mars bar or whatever. So they'd sat there and they used to always close their mouth, and it used to annoy the doctor. Right? Oh. So what they did, they used to get a toad,
right,
and put it in the mouth.
Rubbish.
Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
And that way they couldn't close the mouth because either they'd squash it,
right,
or apparently you're not allowed to lick a toad's back.
So the doctor would have them for breaking the law?
No, but it's poisonous, right? A toad's back. You should never lick a toad's back.
Or put it in your mouth, really.
Oh, just stop for a second.
Wait. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Go on, yeah, ask one question. I've got a few, but go on.
Sure. My initial thought is, it sounds like a brilliant bit of sort of medical knowledge there. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
My only thought is, how does the doctor see past the toad?
Yeah.
Your tonsils?
What's he actually looking at with the mouth open? Surely the toad is in the way.
Hopping around in the way?
It didn't say.
Sorry, and my first question is, was this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Karl, that is bollocks. That is, I mean...
Well, alright then. Let's turn this round. Where does the saying, you got a frog in your throat come from?
Probably because you sound a bit croaky. Probably that. Probably because you sound a little bit like a frog when you've got a sore throat.
Karl, did you not question it just for a moment when you read it? Just for a second, didn't you think that seems an odd approach? Firstly, why a frog of all the different species?
Because it's poisonous. A toad.
So it's a toad as well.
Yeah, well, it worked. I'm committed. Worked.
No,
I was going to change it to, have you heard the news Toad Day? But I went with the frog.
Oh God!
Right, so
that's rubbish. So that's rubbish. Next, can I have?
Let's play a tune. Let's come up with a
God.
Can I just say? No, just play it. Just play it.
Yeah.
Yo, Karl.
104.9 XFM. Hello, I'm Karl. Ricky Gervais and Steve aren't here, so we're playing through some of the best bits. I say the best bits. It's the bits that came across first. I mean, I'm not wasting my time. I'm a busy man. You know what I mean? So here's another bit.
But I was in the cinema. This was not long ago, and I went to see that. It was I think I was off to see that film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or whatever it's called. You know,
well, they could be on the phone for that because there's subtitles. So it's not going to ruin it, is it?
Yeah, it wasn't her. I was sat next to another woman. She was crunching, a big fat woman.
No, but he's got a good point there.
Loads of people could be on the phone in there, and it wouldn't sort of niggle you.
Fine. Well, at least we've cleared that.
Imagine if that was true.
Well, because it's like when you go on the tube and read a paper. There's loads of noise, but you can still concentrate, can't you?
He's got you.
Do you know
That's such a great point, isn't it?
Right, yeah, because it's so easy to lose yourself in that magic realism world, you know, with all the sound effects and music and surging, exciting noise, and there's a woman clattering on going, yeah, well, I'll probably meet you later, Stange. Should we get some Diamond White in and around by the park?
Yeah.
Switch off. I do it.
Yeah, but we know what you're like, Karl.
Yeah, you can switch off, Karl.
It's like you can turn your ears off. That's the skill you have.
It's not the ears, it's the behind the ears.
Yeah.
It's the process that between the ears and the brain that you can switch off, so you can still hear all these things like a cat.
But I was in there, there was this woman sat next to me, she was a big fan one, she was crunching on some popcorn. Again, that's a crime. Why they're selling popcorn in cinemas? I don't understand why the noisiest...
regularly.
Why the noisiest food in a cinema?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's come about.
Yeah.
It really makes me angry.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Smoothies. We want smoothies without straws.
Exactly. The trailer for that film AI, Artificial Intelligence, came on. Remember that? And the tagline was, David is 11 years old. He weighs 60 pounds. He's 4'6" tall. He has brown hair. His love is real, but he is not.
Oh, yeah.
And she just went, how old was he again? To her boyfriend. Right? Just ruined everything. War film trailer comes on for some Pearl Harbor or something. She goes, yeah, I don't fancy that. Just announcing this, don't fancy that. Too many war films. So then the trailer, then the opening credit comes on for Crouching Tiger. Before that, you know that thing that comes up that says it's signed by the BBFC and it has the kind of certificate and everying, and that certificate to say what age you have to be to see it. That came up, and it said Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, in brackets subtitles. She went, it's not subtitled, is it? I thought this was the most famous foreign film for years. It won Oscars. It was a huge film. Everyone knew it was foreign. She goes, it went, and so the credits begin. It says Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She went, stupid name for a film.
What? She
paid to see it. She was with her boyfriend. So then it starts, right? And obviously it's in Japanese or Mandarin or something. She's like, yeah, and they're all talking in Japanese.
Japanese or Mandarin.
Whatever it is. So they're speaking in this, Japanese language, Oriental language. And she's going, don't they sound stupid? Don't they sound stupid? She's going, and then the subtitles come up, and it's quite a weird kind of strange language they're talking. And she was going, can't make the subtitles out either. It's both gobbledygook. Just wittering on every step of the film.
I totally agree with you, but what I like in your telling of it, I know you start getting quite emotional.
I'm genuinely livid.
But she went Mandarin or Japanese, some Oriental language. And
well, I don't know what else.
It's a strange language. It's a strange language.
Well, anyway.
Oh, dear.
So then I moved. I climbed over several seats, made a big huff of, make a big show of moving. Yeah. Sat next to a guy on the phone, just chatting on the phone.
Oh, I'd have gone mental at that.
So now I hate that film. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like seeing it. I don't want to even think of it.
It's subtitles, isn't it?
Well, rubbish.
That's why I get videos.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have thought that through, Karl. You're absolutely right.
Lamb chop?
Yeah, let's play Lamb Chop. This is brilliant. This is from this CD that came out recently with Uncut magazine. Occasionally they put out some quite interesting free CDs. And this was one that had various covers of Rolling Stones songs. And a lot of them were, quite shoddy, but this was a brilliant, specially done, I think, for the CD. It's Lamb Chop doing a version of quite an obscure Rolling Stones song called Backstreet Girl. It's just beautiful. Let's hear it. Well, listen, I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's on digital TV. A lot of people won't have it, but Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton.
Yeah.
And he interviews lots of big Hollywood stars, and he always asks them these same questions at the end. Can I just run a few of them past you?
Go on.
Okay. So, if you could do any other profession other than the one you do now, what profession would you do?
Can you just change that to apart from a paper round?
Apart from a paper round.
Oh.
If you do any other profession, Karl?
And it doesn't matter about, like...
It doesn't matter if you've got the skills or anything. In an ideal world, if you had the ability.
Well, I think I'm about to buy somewhere, so I reckon something, using tools and, like, doing a bit of plumbing and that.
So a plumber?
Well, sort of an all-rounder.
Right. A handyman.
Well, yeah. I think... you don't get paid that much, but it's useful, isn't it? So,
but you get your own show, couldn't you, with Carol Smiley eventually?
Well, all that, but the money that you don't make, you save by not having to pay someone else to do the chores. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what that sentence meant.
Right.
No.
A plumber. How much is the average plumber on?
The money you don't make, you save on not getting someone else to do it. No, just think of that. No, look, break that sentence down. Are there any?
Sorry, Rick. Sorry, but people who live in glass houses.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go back to Lipton quickly. We've got a couple to get through here. So, your favourite noise or sound? Favourite sound or noise?
Oh,
is it me?
No,
it's not me.
Hang on a minute.
It's not me. Are you sure it's not me, Karl?
I like Elvis.
Noise.
Elvis in the ghetto.
The sound of Elvis.
Elvis in the ghetto. Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your least favourite noise or sound? I don't think it should really be records and music. Noises, things that you hear at home or whatever.
Maybe like a sound of a...
The least favourite noise?
Least favourite?
The sound of...
Probably like...
the sound of ghosts?
Fire engines and that.
Right.
That's annoying.
Except if your house was on fire, presumably.
I think it's a bit unnecessary.
You think they're just doing it to wind people up?
I live on like a busy street and it's happening all the time, and it is like... Just sort of have a blast of it, and people will hear it. You don't have to keep it going.
Yeah,
sure.
So that is pretty annoying.
And if heaven exists, Karl, when you get to the pearly gates, what would you like God to say to you as He welcomes you into heaven? What would you like God to say to you?
Who asks these? What show's this?
It's a programme where celebrities are interviewed by a guy, an American interviewer, and he always asks these questions at the very end.
What would I say to God?
What would you say to God if you believed in heaven, and if heaven exists, when you eventually go up to heaven and you're welcomed in through the gates
in your
God,
parka and your stussy t-shirt and
what do you want God to say to you as He welcomes you in?
Say, you alright? Don't know, just be friendly.
Well, we're running out of time. We've got to get on with the show. It's near the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the scientists stuck in a big, hut in the middle of nowhere in pitch darkness, 10 of them.
I imagine they've been fascinated, Rick, by the finger up the arse discussion. We had
Chinese don't age well, gingers, all that.
The big fat kid.
Well, actually, they're probably secure in the knowledge that if they want to kill some time and it's dark, there's nothing better than stick your finger up someone else's ass.
Exactly.
So enjoy that. But they've been hanging on for Rockbusters clues, I imagine. Mm-hmm. There's the answer. So give us the clue again quickly.
All right. So the first one was the fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on his legs.
Go on.
Right. That was Courtney Love. Yeah. Courtney Love. So that's Courtney Love.
So that's
the first one. CL.
So that one's fine.
The second one. That Potter lad.
What am I doing? Letting that one go?
Just let it go.
Am I just letting that go?
Annoyingly, we haven't got time to take issue with it, Rick.
Okay.
That Potter lad, he's got a lot of bottle, hasn't he, doing all that stuff with the wizards and that.
Go on.
That's Brave Harry, the Bravery, current sort of XFM band, the Brave Harry, that works as well.
No, it doesn't.
And the last one.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
The Buddhists.
It doesn't work.
Won't be able to get in their temple without
these. Doesn't work. Brave Harry. Doesn't work. Brave Harry.
The
Brave Harry.
Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. TM. That's the monk keys, right? So who got all them?
The monk keys.
Who got all them? Right.
Which band are called the Monk Keys?
The Monkeys.
Oh, the Monkeys.
Yeah, the Monkeys.
What are they again?
Is the tip included?
Yeah, go on that one.
Right, in Turkey.
Nice.
It's not, actually. That's where I went, and there was them little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas.
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. Might get them cheaper or something.
Was it?
So they were
get
working,
them cheaper?
They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up saying, "Oh,
not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up."
Anyway, no. So
what was she doing in the kitchen?
No, it's like a pick what you want to eat type buffet, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
What did he say though? Was he
Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was a
little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf-like? He had magic powers, or he was 4 foot?
No,
what do you mean, Karl?
A little bloke, just like a normal bloke, but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot and thirsty. Right, Karl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys.
Look, you can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more interesting.
I don't understand how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they, when someone fancies them?
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, come on, right. So you went to this holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
And you went into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And you looked over.
You thought, there's no one serving.
Yeah, and they go,
wait a minute.
Hold on, you looked down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why though? Why did they get
summer?
What do you mean?
Because it was summer.
They had more of them.
They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more? What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
No, but they hibernate in the winter.
Why were they all midgets?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No.
Well, they just happened to. Maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something. I don't know. I just got on with my meal. It was a holiday. Do you know what I mean?
God.
So it's a midget serving. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, you know, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way. The others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is sort of little summer break.
This one was your waiter, and so he was being polite to you?
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
She was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying?
Just like, you know, look.
He may be small, but he's built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
So...
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of him?
It is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like... You know, what's going on? I paid for this holiday.
Yeah.
And then you get off with a midget?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway.
But it doesn't matter, because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
Tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe...
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record. Oh, that was great. That was very, very funny indeed.
What a wonderful clip that was.
I enjoyed it.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Wow. A few weeks ago, wasn't it, really? I mean,
I think it was last week.
We'd have to have very, very bad memories not to remember that hilarious clip. I'd like to hear that again maybe in a couple of weeks' time when I'm away.
Yes, absolutely.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? And we, you know, but the good thing is, on telly, I feel a bit guilty about putting out shoddy rubbish because I'm getting paid an awful lot.
Yes.
But here, you know, I don't give a They can bleep that.
They will do.
Eminem, Sing for the Moment, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant, with 5 little hamburgers.
Got 5 burgers here, yep. And so I don't know, how should we begin, Karl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers?
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth. And by the way, I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
brilliant.
Look, I've got a little camcorder. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Karl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Karl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If people want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
XFM.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on. Can I, Steve,
I'm not being funny, right, but I think I have got like a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy thing.
Don't give me that.
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that...
I can't put that like that in my mouth on its... I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
You can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can't on the rule thing.
It does.
It doesn't. I can't look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jay Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on, go on.
That's all.
Oh, God, he's not going to do one.
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
Keep pushing.
Ease it in.
Keep pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it.
Get one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it.
That's one. Let's go for another one.
I reckon you've got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in 2.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's
rip it up and pack it in. What is it? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat thing, a wheat allergy.
That'd be good, then there'd be more room. Right, okay, look. Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster. You've got to work it like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in. Come on.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on.
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going. Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your history O level. Come on, Carl. Come on. Do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly a half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing. Don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but... Is that
a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. Keep working at it. Look, there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll do another one.
Now and then.
We're doing a... Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.
Oh God, should we play a record? He's making my eyes water now.
I'll find a different one for you.
Find a different one for you.
What about most grapes eaten in 3 minutes?
I'll go. Do you want to do that? Grapes are easy, aren't they?
That's easy. Great.
Come on, grapes are easy.
Come on, don't make him laugh. He's choking. He's choking. Oh, Carl.
Quick!
Keep going, Carl.
Come on!
What happened? Did he just throw up?
No! Don't make him laugh!
Oh,
come on!
We can make wine. Come on, Carl. You're doing so well,
Carl.
mate.
I want to go. Come on. Only.
Why are you making him laugh? That was a world record attempt.
Well, he's over.
Keep going.
Come on. You got 25 seconds. Come on.
Oh, I think that was a shame actually because you were doing well, but something went wrong.
I know, and I think those are bigger grapes than the ones I've seen before. They're quite big grapes. Look at his face. He looks so despondent. Come on, Carl. 8 seconds. Just a few more. 5. Come on. What's the matter?
2, 1. It's all over, Carl.
It's all over. Better count how many you did. You can get good at this. We can get good at this over the weeks.
I think that was a fairly pitiful attempt, actually. I really thought you had a... It's interesting, actually. These are harder records than you might think.
Yeah, I know. 6, 8, 10.
How do you feel after that record-breaking attempt?
Not happy with that.
What are you not happy about?
The fella who did it, was he in hospital and just had loads of grapes? I was bored. I'm sure he wasn't producing a radio programme, that's for sure.
Well, to be fair, neither are you. What was tricky about it? What did you find hard?
I think having Ricky standing over me, sort of shouting, "Go on!" isn't normal.
No. But that wasn't...
He hasn't eaten any! Hold on, that's 50 left.
That's quite a poor attempt then, by the seam of it. Would you think about trying to maybe do that again in a couple of weeks? Would you do some practice and try that again?
No, leave it for the experts.
And I noticed a tricky point. Maybe sort of when you had about 50 seconds to go, you seemed to be spewing things into the bin. What was that?
Again, mainly Ricky standing over me. So
88. He's got 88 left.
Okay, so what's the mental arithmetic there? Because we put how many in? It was 150 in the thing, wasn't it?
What did I say? What did I say I had left?
Well, I'm not doing it again.
88.
So
you had 88 left.
So 62. God, you're only at 62. What's the matter with you, Karl? There's people start you at 62. That is rubbish.
That's disappointment.
Let's leave
so
that.
you failed on 2 world record attempts there.
62, and the record's that is rubbish. What were you doing?
Oh yeah, but like I said, I've got a small throat. I can't drink a drink quick. Ever since the Mr. Freeze Pops when I was 6, that I nearly choked on, I nearly died on. I can't go back. It'd be like asking, I don't know, someone who got run over to play Frogger or something.
What's Frogger?
Is this something that happened to a friend of yours, or is this?
No, I read about it.
You read about it, okay.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't really get the impression that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that. I just said it's years ago. So this kid's ill, right?
Yeah.
And he's lying in the bed, and he's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor round. The local doctor comes round, and she says, so I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me.
He said,
the doctor said that.
I'll have he said I'll phone up a top doctor.
Okay.
Who was in America or something like that. And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago, the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour, and he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
he's not giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to, it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parent's blood, but he heard that he said parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that, leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house, takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid's fine.
The kid's fine?
It worked.
Such a load of shite in my life. I've never heard such twaddle, such just made up, enhanced, exaggerated bollock in my life.
A load of old rubbish, Karl.
I mean, when he told me this, the doctor said, what do I do? And the doctor on the other end said, give him some blood. And the doctor went, where do I get blood from?
So hang on, wait, I just need to
where do I get blood from? Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Yeah.
But hang on, I just need to know where you read this.
Karl.
Where was this? Where did
I
you read
stitched
this?
you up. You know what he said? He said, so do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. He went, do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. Karl.
Where did you read it?
That was on the internet.
What? Where is it on the internet?
Badly Drawn Boy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'll tell you what, the Stoney's then.
Oh.
This Thursday at the Grosvenor House Hotel.
Yeah.
Everyone in Radio's Anyone has entered their show in different categories, saying, they get it down to,
winners this year included the brilliant Dominic Mohan, former showbiz editor of The Sun.
Lots of people won. Lots of people won. Lots of people won gold. Lots of people won silver. Lots of people won bronze. We didn't get a sausage.
Nothing.
This show was deemed
not worthy of anything. I mean, not a look-in. The panel looked at it and said, well, no, definitely
not radio.
Didn't get a vote. See, that annoys me on so many levels. Let me tell you one, right? I've never complained about losing an award, okay, ever. Yeah, mainly in TV. I know we've won a lot, but we've been beaten by Peter Kay. Good luck to him. He's brilliant. Beaten by Phoenix Nights, the sitcom. A lot of people like that more than the Oscars, vice versa, right? No qualms. But the shoddy shite that I heard that night beating us, I was furious. I don't understand. There's people, regional, it sounds like hospital radio, right? I mean, I shouldn't even be on XFM. I thought, it's beneath me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, give them a hand, right? Let's show them. And I want to know who the panel was as well. I do not believe it. How can they I was looking back over some of the shows, right, before I go, Karl, and I've just done a little excerpt of, a trailer of what we do, what we're about, and I don't know how the panel could overlook this. Play a bit, Karl, please. Shaking her muff, minge and tits around does not make her a hoe, then what does?
These kids at school with big heads.
Karl, what are you talking about?
Shut! Oh, my name is Holy Fuck.
Right, it's this monkey that was on a train station.
Right.
What if you mean cock to mean penis?
It was my Down syndrome son.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So we've still got monkey news coming up.
You're an idiot! You know what I mean?
That's, to me, quality broadcasting.
I don't know how they can say that isn't worthy.
That's what we sent in to the Sony people. They listened to that. How they didn't think that was dynamite stuff, it doesn't make sense. Actually, I've been thinking about this since Thursday, because I've been a little bit down in the dumps.
Yeah.
What I think it is that with the TV show, the TV stuff we've done, Rick, we put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
We get the script, we spend a lot of time on it. What this show is about, it's very much about spontaneity, it's about our personalities, and I don't think we're ever going to win an award for our personalities. I think that's where we're going wrong.
Do you know what I think? I think that when we're together, with the auteurs of The Office, and, and we're strong on it, and we're just two, we write it, we direct it, we cast it, we even worry about the font and stuff on the, we do everything. There's a weak link in our midst, I think.
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm just trying to think what the common factor is, because on the award-winning TV show, Spliss You and I...
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, can we play a record and let me think about this, because there must be something...
There's got to be a factor.
...that isn't in The Office that's in this, that means that The Office is award-winning, and this is a pile of shite.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think our number one fan, Dickie Anderson, Richard Anders, was on the panel, although he here has emailed in. He's got a couple of thoughts as to maybe why we...
What is Dickers doing, man?
Dickers says, commiserations on not winning a Sony. I can't believe you didn't win, naturally. I mean, apart from your show's obvious lack of quality and effort, having a monkey for a producer, offering the biggest load of tat as competition prizes, saying hairy Chinese kid 48 times every show, Rockbusters, not bothering to turn up for weeks on end, only having 3 listeners, introducing the comedy characters Camp David, Harry Fook, which I think he spelt wrong there, Stephen Merchant. I'm not a character. Apart from insulting every race, religion and sexual orientation, bickering like schoolgirls...
We haven't done everyone yet. We have not insulted everyone yet. There's loads to go.
Despite the fact you generally bring misery into the lives of anyone who listens, I thought you were surefire winners. Better luck next year.
Well...
I mean, a couple of constructive, criticisms there, but generally, I still can't nail it.
Was he on the panel?
Well, I don't think so. Well, he's a fan, so...
Yeah. Well, no, he's clearly a fan. I mean, he obviously loves the show. He has hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
Which...
Yeah.
But, what should we do? Should we give up or should we try harder? That's always my dilemma in life.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've always gone for the first one.
Give up?
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
If they can't see, just give us the award.
Yeah.
And then worry about it later, and we won't let them down.
Yeah.
Now they've got blood on their hands. We're gonna.
Yeah.
What should we do? To give a couple of months' notice?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I think.
I'm being serious. I'm not being wacky now. We haven't told Andrew, but
I think we've won our course with this show.
Yeah. So let's. Okay, we'll give it a month, and it's because the Sonys didn't give us anything. Play a record.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to do a bit longer than that.
No, we haven't. Got to give a month's notice.
No, you got to work till about September if you're gonna.
No, we haven't. No, we give a month's notice. Whatever they give the money back, something.
Well, you give your money back.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to spend your 80 quid on?
True. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it. I'm not sure. But could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I last week, just before we had to come in to record this, popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare because there were millions of protesters, so-called protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
I wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits.
Right, here's the last clues of the year. You had, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. That was F. That was for foreigner.
I don't know what you mean.
Claire Rayner. She took advice. She gave people advice. So that's a foreigner.
That is shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That may be Christmas. That is absolute
A
dark.
lot of people got the right answer.
I know. That annoys me even more.
The second one, ask your mum.
Foreigner.
Second one, ask your mum if you should. That was S. That was Shalimar. Shalimar. Right?
No, bizarrely, what was the clue there?
Ask your mum if you should.
No, we got a lot of people saying Smashing Pumpkins as the answer to that. But I don't know who's saying that to their mum. Smashing Pumpkins. Merry Christmas, Mum. Smashing
Thanks
Pumpkins.
very much. Nice bollocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Right.
Smashing Pumpkins. Your dad bought them for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Lovely plums. What, my Victorias?
Oh, God.
right, we've got to wrap it up.
Come on, then.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was B, that was Banana Drama. They were like having an argument.
What do you mean banana drama? What? No, wait. What group is banana drama? What group is banana drama?
So,
you're a fool. You're a twat.
Well, you say that, but you accuse Karl of that. You're also accusing lots of the listeners, including the winner, Nicola Rogers of London, and she wins those great prizes, and she got them bang on. So
Banana drama.
so can we finish there now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What? No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Jodie Nicking Rivers all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Karl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, a little kiss.
Oh, no,
with tongues, it's Christmas.
No, don't. Stop messing about. Get up!
Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Not done a lot. Maybe you should earn your money as you get to Mondays off for this 2 hours of nonsense.
What are you on about? I've done loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, same old.
Yeah.
Let's have something new, something fresh.
Well, I've been looking around, right, on the internet for stuff.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Your Bible, where you get all your information about the world and the universe and morality from.
And you know, like, how I always say to you, I don't really read that much of it, I just read the headline.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Anna Nova have sort of nicked that idea to grab you.
Nicked what idea?
Well, to sort of get to the meat straight away at the top. Do you know what I mean? The headline to the story and everything.
What?
Right, these are
But
stories.
the headlines already existed. That was why you thought that was a good
not
idea.
like this, though.
All right.
Headline. Oh, these are all headlines, right? Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You don't need...
Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling.
Yeah, that's the story. You don't need to read on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
right?
could you read on anyway?
Can't be bothered.
Read on anyway.
Well, you have a look at that in a bit, right?
All right.
So this is frustrating radio if you're sitting at home.
No,
well, it's not on. They've turned it off.
If you want to know more, you know where to go. That's what I'm saying. That's what they should do in the news. Get the news done in a minute.
There's a good story about Iraq.
Right.
Bong. Look it up. Look it up on the internet. Anna Nova.
Give us another bong.
Bong.
Family sick of living on Butthole Road.
Oh, brilliant. Bong.
Man wears same shoes for 60 years.
Oh, bong.
This isn't that good. Some fella pulls a train with his teeth.
And in lighter news,
I love that. Jungle Donald, this one isn't very good.
And the last one, man fails to break clothes pegs on face record. She's always good. Well, that's the one I did read on about.
I love that out of all those. That's the one he read on about. Go on then.
Just
why is that news? He fails to make a record. So did I today.
I know, yeah.
I failed the long jump record today.
yeah, didn't even take part.
No, I was rubbish.
But what are the rules on world records and that?
I don't know if there are rules. There are certain things you can't. I mean, it's the Guinness Book of Records, isn't it? Really, that's the arbiter, isn't it?
Yeah, but is there anything? If you said you wanted to do it, would they say, "Well, you can't do that"?
Yeah, they've stopped some gluttony records. Obviously, things that are in danger. It's anything that's illegal. Yeah, anything that's immoral.
Yeah, like that American serial killer that just got discovered.
Yeah,
having killed 47 women. I don't think he can make that into the Guinness Book of Records.
No, because people would be trying to beat it, won't they?
But there was some other story about a fella eating watches and that. That can't be good for you. So why don't they say, look, don't do that, do something else?
He wanted to stay regular.
Do you know what I mean? Though? I just wondered.
What do you mean he was eating watches?
He just said he was eating watches. He ate about 3 in about a minute.
How would he time it?
Do you know what I mean, though?
Look at Karl. I love that look at Karl. Karl is looking back and forth. You know when you sort of you go to a cat and it looks back and forth between two people. That's very much like Karl's looking at us now.
Or when like a child sees a midget or something in the street. They're just transfixed, aren't they? And the parents go, don't stare.
When we were pushing Ash, as our producer's in a wheelchair, and we were pushing him through the
He's not a midget, we should make that.
No, he's not a little midget. He's not tall. But we were pushing him through the WC, and this little kid just came up and just stood in front of him and looked at him.
Yeah.
I just laughed.
It was funny. Do you do that? I imagine you get caught staring at things.
Do you go up to people with problems and go, Mummy, is that a monster?
Well, I was telling you one about when I used to go with my dad in the taxi.
Oh, yeah. Tell us this story.
Well,
your father was a taxi driver?
My dad he had loads of jobs, which he did back then, and they don't do that anymore, do they, people? They don't have loads of stuff.
Sure.
But at one point, he had a black cab, and I used to go with him. He used to get a beer crate and put it in the front of the black cab and sort of sit just next to the meter. And anyway, we got this call, and like the guy on the end of the radio said, "Oh, you've got your son with you, haven't you?" So he said, "Yeah." So it's just like, we've got to pick up at number 11 Village Lane or whatever. And he said, "All right." And it was this woman. It was like a woman version of the Elephant Man.
Wow, the Elephant Woman.
Yeah, it looked like... it was really strange because I was in the front of the cab, and when you're a kid, if something looks odd, you're a bit scared of it, aren't you? Yeah. And my dad was like, "Look, be all right." And we're driving towards her.
Look, don't worry, son. I've got loads of buns. And I'll just throw one down the street if you run after it.
You're being mean, right?
How old were you? 18?
No, I was about 12 or something like that. 11, 12. And as we got closer to her, it looked like she was holding like a bag of spuds on her shoulder
for a snack.
Right.
And her head was all a bit mangled and messy and that. And my dad said, "Whatever you do, don't stare at her face."
Yeah.
And she got in the back.
Because you turned into stone.
Well, she got in the back, and I had like the mirror, the driver's mirror thing, and sort of having a look, trying to work out. And he said, "Don't stare at her face." I couldn't work out where her face was. It was that weird.
Oh, God.
So I'm not sure you're from Manchester. I think you're from like Narnia or something.
Yeah, you got frog boys walking around.
The Lord of the Rings.
They've got like the claws of a lobster and the head of a toad. Yeah. And you got women getting in with spuds for heads. I mean, what is this
not the place you grew up? This is mad.
Oh, you can't believe it in London, can you? You come down and go, look, symmetry. It must be amazing.
It must be a thing to do with upbringing now, mustn't it? And because, again, do you know, I've said to you before, years ago, when I was a kid and didn't have any worries, good-looking lad, you go through it a bit, have a few more worries, and you look knackered. Now, back there's a lot more worries and stuff, so you get a lot more freaks. Whereas in London, everyone's like happy, aren't they?
I love the fact that stress can cause your fingers to fuse and your heads to grow.
No, but if
she must have been really stressed to have a head.
Yeah. She was she an accountant or something?
You know what I mean?
But
But what did she do? What did she say?
Where was she going, by the way?
She couldn't speak.
London Zoo, please.
I think she was going to like
to the fair.
Shop. Seriously, honest to God. On my mum's life, she was. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing with animals. They don't judge you, do they?
She's not an animal.
She's a human being.
She's not actually an elephant.
No, but
you know the elephant man was not actually an elephant. You understand that? He's got no elephant genes in him at all.
No.
That was just a cool name people gave him.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the disease, isn't it? Elephantitis.
Look, so listen. So this woman, why was she going to a pet shop?
She was going to a pet shop. What, to find a husband?
Is this true?
No, it is true, yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not taking the mickey because it must be so really bad for you.
Of course it is.
Carl, I'm going on to you today about cutting myself shaving.
Yeah.
I was going on about that. To think that she's probably not alive now, but to think...
But you're saying that you're going to say this is a worse problem than a little cut shaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Carl, there's a couple of key questions I need to ask. One, if she couldn't talk, how did she tell your father where to drive it? Did she have it written on a note?
Did she point with her nose?
Yeah.
Right, this has got silly. Pick your song.
But and also, finally, where did you say she lived again?
It was like in a village, a little small village.
Right.
Just hidden out of the way.
All I'm saying is we could maybe get like some sort of coach, book some coaches, get a coach party up there to have a look at her. Take some photos.
And now
you can make some lemonade.
The offspring of a woman and some spuds.
Yeah.
By In Bottles, Richard Ashcroft on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Now listen up, right? It's the Sony Awards this Thursday. Now, for those who don't know, the Sony Awards are like the Oscars for radio presenters and producers and everything, right? So, and as you know, me and Steve, we love to win. We want to win this one. This is the last time the panel will be listening, so I want a good, clean, tight show,
okay.
Right? So no swearing, joking aside, no swearing, nothing controversial and nothing in bad taste, all right? Good luck out there.
Aren't we a little bit buggered then?
Well, yeah. So, all right, Karl?
Yeah, that's all right. It's just when you say things like, make it a good one. Sometimes it sort of puts a bit of pressure on and things slip out that you shouldn't say and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever had that?
What, when you can't?
It's like, I'll tell you one story, right? I'll tell you a couple, actually. That one's just come to mind right now, right? There was a fella who my dad was going to meet. I don't know if I told you this before, right? But I have told you, when it was a party and everyone was saying, Dave's coming, he looks like Ken Dodd. But don't say anything, have I told you?
yeah, go on, what is it again?
And everyone's like, right, and my dad's like, I've never met him, I wonder if he does look like Ken Dodd. And everyone's saying, yeah, but don't say anything.
Yeah.
Because you'll accidentally, say it and...
Young Bunctious, you might go, Young Bunctious to meet you.
So the thing is, when this fella turns up, he did look like Ken. My dad couldn't believe it. First thing he said, nice to meet you, Ken.
Oh, no.
His name's Dave. And that's the sort of thing. There was another one, right? At a station that I worked at in Manchester, right? There was this girl who worked in the newsroom, right? And she had a plastic arm, right?
Right.
And this presenter, nice bloke, he didn't, he's not out to hurt anyone, went up to her, sat down, was chatting for a bit, touched the arm, said, what lovely skin you've got.
What did she say?
I think, she's probably used to it, so she wasn't bothered. And then, right, this is brilliant. This is a sort of gaff he made on air, right? And like I say, he's a nice bloke, so he meant nothing by it, right? But he does this competition on the air, gets a caller on, right? And he's talking to the woman saying, thanks for calling in and to play, I don't know, what have I got in my pocket or whatever they used to play on the show, right? And talking to the woman, in the background there's this noise, right? Like that, right? So he's talking, and he goes, have you got a pet parrot? She said, no, it's my Down syndrome kid.
Oh, dear.
Oh. The thing is, awards don't matter.
No, I don't think so.
Play record?
I don't think so. So we're not out to offend or annoy.
Appropriate words there. That's the Smiths and Panic. Don't worry about it, Karl. People know that you haven't got a malicious bone in your body. So they know it's confusion. Don't worry.
No, it did happen. So
I know, yeah. So, what have you been doing this week, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, at the beginning of the week I was incredibly annoyed by Karl.
Why?
No, because I remember you had a little discussion with Karl a while back saying that you thought he was lazy at times.
Yeah.
And, you had various criticisms of his work.
Yeah.
And I got a call from him. He said, I should have told you, I had a phone call. Someone said that they were trying to get hold of Steve Merchant to offer him some lucrative voiceover work. Now,
that is money for old
It's money for old rope.
That's you're in there for about 20 minutes and it's thousands of pounds.
If there are children listening who are still at school, they should definitely, when the careers guy says, what do you want to do? Try and get voiceover work. Just become a voiceover artist. It's money for old rope.
Yeah.
So I can't believe my luck because, I love money for old rope.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's the information? He said, I don't know. I deleted the message. It was on his answer and he deleted the message. I said, right, when did the message come? He said, last week. So he took a week to tell me that he had deleted the message.
Why, just because it wasn't for you?
I mean, I don't know how selfish that is, Karl.
No, what happened is, right, I got back off holiday. I was at home.
Yeah.
So I called up my voicemail, right, because I can do that.
Yeah.
Remote access, right, because I've got to know what's going on at work.
Of course.
Called in, it was still my day off, I was going through the messages.
Yes.
Heard one from some company saying, we're after Steve Merchant.
Yeah.
We want him to do some voiceover work.
Yeah.
Right? I can't remember the name of it, but
Thanks.
I thought, right, I'll remember to tell Steve.
A week later.
It doesn't matter, does it? You still got the message, and they
what message?
Yeah, but voiceovers have to be done in the next couple of days.
I didn't get the message. All I got was there was a company, I don't remember the name, and they phoned you. They wanted voiceover. How does that help me? There are hundreds of thousands of media companies. You didn't take down a number. You didn't take down a name. Nothing.
I was more puzzled why they'd want you to voice anything.
He's having a go.
I don't know why.
No, but listen to that voice.
No, you must be annoyed. You must be annoyed.
Talk about rubbing salt into the wound.
No, but listen to you.
Oh God.
I don't know I don't know how you think. I don't know how your mind works.
Well, I was thinking there must be a tractor sale on somewhere.
What do I care? Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. I don't care if they want me to advertise, the latest designs in pirate fashion wear. I will do a voiceover because it's money for old rope. I don't care what you think of my voice. Someone was interested. They were offering me money. And you decided arbitrarily, they probably wouldn't want it. They probably made a mistake. They wouldn't like the way he talks anyway. I'll delete the message.
No, the thing is, right, I get paid.
Being a girl?
I get paid to sit here on a Saturday, right? Play CDs and that, help out with the show, get you decent prizes. I think I do me bit.
Sure.
Right? It isn't about running your voiceover work.
So hang on. So, Karl, let me just get this right. If someone was ever to phone me, right, trying to get in touch with you, to offer you work, you'd want me to just ignore the message. That is what you're saying to me. You'd prefer that I deleted the message, I ignored it altogether. That's what you'd want for me to do. That's what you'd want me to do.
What? Someone's calling you for some
Someone's phoned me. They say, I can't, I don't know, I'm a friend of a friend. I've got your number, Steve. I would love to use Karl Pilkington for an exciting sex scene.
So has it happened?
I'm saying in the future, if it was to occur, do you want me to just ignore it? Is that what you prefer me to do?
Well, it's not like that, though. I did tell you. I told you the message.
You didn't? What? You told me a week later with none of the information I needed.
Karl, that doctor called last week. That kidney's ready for that little girl that you were doing that sponsored walk for. I forgot to tell you. I hope it's still all right. They keep it on ice, don't they? I think they do.
Selfish, Karl. So selfish. And you've lost us a second.
Beautiful bit of Snoop on XFM, yeah? Mm-hmm. Kicking it with Ricky Gervais. Yeah. Sweet. Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. What has happened to Karl? Because Karl, I thought, is this sort of sweet little buffoon, almost childlike in his ways. You know what I mean? Like Charlie Brown after some sort of head injury, and now he's coming back like that, having a go at not caring about voiceover work. It's like, because Heat have written about him a couple of weeks, it's like he thinks he's better than you in some way.
I do care, though. You're out of order saying that, right? Because I've sorted you out with tickets for stuff.
He doesn't turn up to.
Karl, I received a phone call. You deleted the message offering me voiceover work. You're as bad as my agent. I'm appalled by it. And I thought we were friends.
At least his agent, when he does it, is losing himself money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got no comeback. You're still sweet. And to have a go is you've got a mank whine
Right?
For a voice.
Like a cartoon Gallagher brother on Coronation Street. I mean, and yes, Steve does sound like a Wurzel, but that doesn't, do you know what I mean? What about Jethro? Jethro does well. Jethro gets on Des O'Connor anytime he wants.
Just has to phone Des up.
And he's on there.
Straight on
and
there.
he's whining like a Wurzel as well. So, you know, to say that is a rubbish...
all right, apart from that then, what else have I done that's wound you up?
Well, that's a good starting point, because you haven't even apologised.
No, it's a shock, because that's the first time I've let you down. And I didn't really let you down because I passed on the message.
You didn't. Well, we've been through it. You didn't pass on the message. Saying I deleted a message for you is not passing on the message. I mean, I just think what's happened is that you've got a little bit of celebrity now from the show. I mean, I've seen you being recognised in pubs and stuff, or people have come up and they said, "Are you Karl?" Because they've seen Ricky. Now, it just seems to me that you are not keeping yourself grounded. You are just, you cannot deal with fame. You've not got the intelligence to cope with the celebrity, and you're just becoming this kind of ego-driven monster. It scares me, Karl. You're not the man I remember.
Look, I put a lot of work into this on Saturday. This isn't even my proper job. Right? Where were you in the week?
Oh, he's got you there.
What?
Where were you in the week? I said, let's meet up. Let's, come up with some new features and that. Where were you?
Karl, you phoned me about an hour before you wanted to meet. That is not what I would call. I mean, that is arrogance right there.
That's the way I work.
That's arrogance right there. That's ego right there.
He couldn't go. When I came in, he said, "Where's Steve?" I said, "Steve can't make it." I had to tell him why. Steve was staying in to tidy up because his landlady was coming. This he couldn't get over. He could not get over that you couldn't make it because you had to stay with your landlady. He talked about it for about the hour when we were working.
What are you talking? Last week I had a bad throat. You wouldn't tolerate that. You wouldn't accept that.
When you had a bad throat, where were you? Why couldn't we do any work then? Because you were at home with your mum and your dad.
You were on holiday, weren't you?
Why didn't you get your mum and your dad to clean the flat?
Oh, he's done it again. He's done you again, mate. Play a record.
How has he done me? What? They live in Bristol.
Yeah, the joke's on you. He couldn't get him to clean the flat.
I don't know who's laughing at who now.
Right, listen.
Can we just go back to laughing at Karl?
Okay.
Because I know where we stand there.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to,
That's the natural order of things.
I know, yeah.
The world's gone topsy-turvy.
He's stepped out of the pecking order.
Right, well, someone who I don't let down, right, are the listeners of this show. Do you want to read out the prizes for Rockbusters? We'll get that one in.
Oh, we're not doing Rockbusters again, are we?
Yeah.
Well, it was a shambles last week. We cancelled it 2 weeks ago. What...
there you are right there, Rick. I mean, both you and I, and let's be honest, we're the guys with our names on the poster.
I know,
It's supposed to be your show. And
our faces.
Exactly, and yet...
we have to be on tube stations with people laughing at us.
Yeah, well, they're not laughing at me, right?
Wow, I don't know. What do you think people think of the poster, Karl? Seriously?
No, I don't want to know his opinion. It's just going to be insulting. My point is this,
Rick. He was looking at you.
My point is this, Rick. We used to be able to decide what the content of this show was. Now it's him. It's just him. He wants to do Rockbusters. He gets to do it.
I know. And it's awful, but like Tourette's Trent D'Arby. Not only is that offensive, it doesn't work as a clue.
Saying that, have you come up with anything for this week?
What's the prizes?
Oh, we got the prizes. We've got a brand new XFM, stylish XFM DJ bag.
That is actually quite nice, actually.
Yeah, we've got in there a 12-inch from the XFM remix album. This has got The Cure on there and the Prodigy remixes from them, which is quite handy. We've got a little mouse mat there with the XFM logo on. And here's what everyone's waiting for, the CDs and DVDs. Yeah. Once again, the X List. This is the compilation that XFM have put out. It's actually very good. Smash Hits, the reunion. Let me see what we got on there. Aha, obviously, Wham, Duran Duran, all your favourite 80s and 90s classics. Another copy of DVD, Steve Coogan's Run DVD. What else is this here? Low Fidelity All Stars, blah, 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 blah. There's Voodoo House and Ghost Funk on there, Rick. I'm sure that'd be right up your street. And also on DVD, Man
Is that
Child.
with or without Wrecked Train?
So yeah, not a bad little selection there, Karl.
You've done well there. So go on and do the clues then. Let's do Rockbusters now.
Well, I'll bung a song on.
And wow, yeah.
I love the fact that he was taking the piss out of your voice. I'll bung a song on. Hey, it's Tripe and Cowwheels tonight. Now as griddling as gravy.
To be honest, Karl, let's be honest. If Ricky Gervais can get voiceover work,
do you know what I mean?
There's got to be a place for me.
Where do you think the place for him is?
Well, look, right, you were talking about your face on the poster. It's not all bad, because I read something last night that can help you out. Right? And it's amazing. So we're talking about that.
Play a record, Karl.
Warren's Yvonne Ain't That Pretty At All on XFM.
104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Right, Karl, calm now. The Sonys, they're listening. We've got to win this award. We're just bickering. Right, what's this thing that can help Steve out? What are you talking about?
No, we'll talk about that in a bit.
What are we doing now?
We'll do Rockbusters, get that up and running.
Yes, sir.
Get the email busy.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay, go on then.
Right, so you know how it works. Cryptic clues, initials.
Well, as I say every week, they're not strictly cryptic. It's more, what am I thinking that starts with these letters? Sometimes.
Is cryptic a word? Is that a word? Cryptic? Because... Anyway.
Oh, God.
So last week, one of them was, these people from the East Midlands can't help swearing.
Yeah, Tourette's Trent D'Arby.
Tourette's Trent
That's
D'Arby.
the sort of shite we're dealing with to try and get a Sony.
Right, so here's the clues and that. First one.
And that. What are we after here? The artist?
Yeah.
The band name or solo artist?
It's, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Right.
Go on.
So the first one, the hitchhiker needs a lift, but in something bigger than a car.
Go on, what's the initials?
VH, right? The hitchhiker needs a lift, but in something bigger than a car.
Yeah.
Right? Second one, don't be selfish, hand some of it out to your mates.
Right.
The initial there is C. Right?
Yeah.
Don't be selfish, hand some of it out to your mates. And the
Sure,
third
that's
one,
not what is Karl. He's selfish.
no,
Begins with C.
right? And the third one, the Scottish fellas can't get into their emails.
Right, okay.
The Scottish fellas can't get into their emails.
Go on then.
Right, the initials there, KL. Right, so quickly again, the hitchhiker needs a lift, but in something bigger than a car, VH.
Yeah.
Don't be selfish, and some of that out to your mates,
Right.
C.
This is your last chance, Karl.
And the Scottish fellas can't get into their emails.
If I hear anything like Wetney Houston or D Trout Spinners or Tourette's Trent D'Arby coming out of this, we're never doing it again. Okay? Have you got monkey news for this week?
Don't know if I want to do it this week. So, just because breakfast do it and that, and just leave it maybe this week. See what happens. See if we need it. We'll see.
Sometimes I don't know. Play a record a minute, Karl. I'll talk to you off air. Play a record.
Or what?
What's the email address again?
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Okay.
Right? That's where the email the answers in.
So we've got to remind you whose show it is. Play a record.
Right.
Stop My Head, Ivan Dando on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, and with me, arguing like nutters, are Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Okay, alright? Calm down. Right.
Right, let's just chill. Let's just chill.
Yeah, right.
What did you do last night, Rick?
I watched I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I tried last week. I knew Tufnell was going to come through. I knew he was. I went to put a bet on, and it was 11-4. And I thought, that's not worth it. I could put on 400 quid, and I reckon I'd have won 1100 because I reckon he's going to win.
Yeah.
So
that is annoying. I suppose if you could go back in time, you'd probably change things. Do you know what I'd do if I could go back in time? I'd go back in time, stop Hitler from being born.
But then it might be worse because someone else might have come along and he'd been even better. It's like a novel.
Yeah, you're right.
Ben Alton would write a novel like that or something, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, our things would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I popped to the cinema last night, and it was a joy of an experience because for the
What'd you
first
see?
time I went to see X-Men 2. I
want to see that.
Yeah, really
I saw
good fun.
one. I don't like that sort of thing. I've never been a comic book, never been a geek like yourself. Not yourself, but I mean, you're not a geek in that sense. You're different. I mean,
not in the traditional sense.
No.
I'm one of those sexier geeks. Those modern sexy geeks.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it, and 2's meant to be even better, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good fun. But more so than the film was the fact that the actual cinema experience, for the first time in a long time, I actually enjoyed because I just had such a problem with the cinema.
Well, I can't go. I have to wait about 3 weeks till it dies down and go in the afternoon. I can't be sat next to people. I don't know why people go to the cinema to eat. Have something before you go in there.
Yeah.
Rattling, crunching. Why is this experience? This film has cost £50 million. It's meant to be an emotional, artistic experience. It's not meant to be something that's on while you're chowing down. I don't know. But people leave their mobile on. I want it when someone answers, you go, I can't talk now. I want to go and smack them on their face with it.
Yeah. No, well, I went to the cinema a while back to see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That art house film. And a woman sat next to me, huge fat blubber of a woman.
But it's up to her. She's earned enough money. She can eat more than she needs.
Sure, but don't squeeze into a seat next to me in the cinema, right? With your flesh, curving over the armrest that we're having to share.
Oh,
right,
God.
next to her little weasel of a husband. She's got one of those huge kind of hog-sized barrels of popcorn.
You don't reckon he was one of them feeders?
It was very similar. It really was. She, as you say, she's chowing down on the popcorn. She's one of those women who she's not come out to see a film. She's come out to eat, and if a film happens to be showing, then she'll watch it.
Yeah,
really winds me up. He's got the hot dog and everything. She's eating, and now popcorn already annoys me because
she goes to him. Are you going to eat that? He goes, well, I was thinking of it. Give it to me.
But I don't know why it was that popcorn became the thing you eat in the cinema. It's like you say, you've made these films, and someone's there thinking, well, we've made this great film. We've got the sound mix right, but what we need is something that'll just slightly irritate everyone during the film.
And to see the size of the buckets that go in their popcorn.
But why not serve soup or something? Or yogurt?
Oh, the slurping would drive me mad. And the spoon touching the bottom of the thing would drive me mad. Don't serve anything. There's no reason you have to do the cinema and go, oh God, I need to eat.
Well,
plan it. You don't go and play tennis eating what you plan it, don't you?
Well, exactly. Exactly. Eat before we come out.
Yeah.
Have a sandwich. Have a corned beef sandwich.
Do you know what, right? What annoyed me is I found out in across America when they showed Schindler's List, they banned popcorn, right? Out of respect to the film. What? So they're saying all the other films, sod it, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, this one cost 100 million. It doesn't matter. You can eat popcorn through that. Yeah. I mean, ban it through all films.
Well, this woman was one of those ones. She may as well have had a trough in front of her. I mean, she was a state, right?
Oh,
she's shown
God.
She's an idiot as well. Because the trailer comes from, I remember at the time, the trailer came on for AI, that film AI.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it, but it's something like, I don't know exactly, but it's something like, Martin is a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah, he's 20 kilograms, he's 3 foot high,
but he is not human.
Yeah.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
And she's just watching that, right? Bear in mind, the point of the trailer, he's a robot.
Yeah.
She says, how old was he again? I wanted to slap her. I was livid. I went, he's a robot. He's a robot, that's what's important. She says, the trailer comes on for a war film. She goes, I shan't be seeing that. She just announces it, I shan't be seeing that. And I'm bored with war films. Bored with them next.
Oh, God.
And then, so the title card comes up for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You know, like at the beginning, they do everything. Yeah. It comes up, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now, she's in the cinema. She goes, what a stupid name for a film. I was thinking, but you paid to see it. And then it says subtitles in brackets. She goes, oh, it's not subtitled, is it? So it comes on, and I don't, in the film, I think they speak maybe Mandarin or Chinese or something, I'm not sure, but let's say it's Mandarin. So they come on, they start, and it's all subtitled, and they start speaking in this Mandarin or Chinese, and she just starts going, I think chong chong, I think chong chong, I think chong chong chong, in the cinema, just saying that out loud.
No.
She and her boyfriend are cracking up, they're all weeping with laughter, right? And I'm trying to watch this film.
He's got to laugh, otherwise she bites him.
Exactly. So I'm so livid. So I really make a show of getting up with all my stuff. I get up and I kind of clamber over some of the seats.
Yeah.
I sit down next to these 2 teenage girls with the mobile phone.
Oh, God.
The mobile phone goes off, and like you say, instead of, I mean, it should have been off anyway.
Yeah, of course.
But let's say, instead of it being, instead of immediately thinking, oh God, and switching it off hurriedly, they take the call in the cinema. I'm in the cinema. Yeah, no, I'm in the start having a conversation. And I was thinking to myself, you're 16, unless that is your business partner in Hong Kong phoning you, saying the deal is not going to go through, which I suspect it's not. I suspect it's probably Gareth, or Gavin, or your boyfriend Tony saying, do you want to do me behind the bike sheds later? Yeah. I suspect that's who it is.
Yeah.
Switch off the phone, or very least get out.
I know.
Get out of the cinema. But I can't, I mean, I don't know where these people were brought up or raised. I don't know who it was that told them this was behaviour that you could do.
I really want to have cinema police.
Yeah.
Right, you go in there, and if the phone goes off, you get your money back and you're asked to leave. Yeah. Straight away. Any whispering, go, if you whisper again, if you're too stupid
to be able to figure out the plot.
just they tell you what age you should be, right, to get that film.
Yeah.
That's it. If you listen and you're not eating and you're not talking, then you should be able to get a film.
Well, I was in the cinema last night, and as I came in, there was a big queue, and as I came in, there was people there taking your ticket, showing you to your seat. Now, when did it happen that I was no longer able to find my own seat at the cinema? Why is it that I can go in the daytime, I can find I'm left to fend for myself? But now it seems that on a Friday night there's so many stupid people out there who can't find their decent seat.
No, I think that is policing. I think that's to stop people thinking I'll just sit here and having to deal with it themselves. Because I mean, if someone was in my seat, even if there was another seat, I'd go, well, no, that's mine. I want lots of policing in social occasions. I want to go into a pub and go, that is too loud, that music. Those people are too annoying. They're standing up. They're too annoying.
I remember being in the cinema once and seeing a guy, he's a big fat guy again. He had popcorn, the hot dogs, the Coke, right? And he had it balanced on this little wall that was sort of separating parts of the cinema. And he was a big fat guy. Just sat there. I was watching, I think it was Beetlejuice I was watching.
Right.
And some local hard nuts, they were on the same row. They started kicking the little wall to knock his food off. And I thought, brilliant.
Oh, no! I think you want to bully fat people.
Yeah.
Play a record, Karl. It's getting really nasty now.
Can I pick on you?
50 Cent in the club on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Still arguing, this time about having help from your mum and dad. What do you think, Karl?
No, I'm not. I don't want this to turn into some sort of wacky type of thing where we're pretending we're arguing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not pretending.
We're not pretending. You are arguing.
Yeah, I know what people will think we're messing about.
Oh,
right?
I wouldn't have thought so.
We just need to. We can talk about it later. Sort it out.
Yeah, it's just that Karl's a little bit stressed.
I'm not stressed, though.
And he doesn't really understand that, So, me and Steve have got lots of different jobs in the week. He's just got one job.
Yeah, and we sort of rely on people getting messages to us, as soon as they get them, and not sort of deleting them from their phone selfishly.
Yeah.
Just things like that, people being on the ball. Not just thinking about themselves all the time, not just thinking about number one.
What do you think, Karl?
Whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever.
Don't get all maudlin again. Just having a little discussion. Yeah, this will annoy you. Guess what? Think of this, you little slaphead twat. Apparently, that's sewn his arse. Right, apparently, women can get bald treatment on the National Health Service, but men can't. What do you think of that? Do you think that's fair?
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
We should point out that Karl is, would you say balding?
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Well, either that or a wide parting.
He looks like Charlie Brown. He's got the same sort of hair arrangement as Charlie Brown.
Yeah, he's
I don't think Charlie was balding though. He was only about 10.
Well, no, but he just had like a couple of things on top, and his hairdo. Karl's had a hairdo that keeps.
It's not a hairdo.
No. What is it then? What is it?
It just happened. I've told you. Noel was in once.
Noel who?
Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh right, you're on first name terms.
Right. And
from the hood, isn't he?
And whoever was doing the interview said, what? Will Liam be able to keep up that sort of hard attitude, right? Say when he gets older and he goes bald, and could he still carry off the sort of attitude that he's got? And he was like, no, he'd never have that style. He couldn't have that style that lad's got in there. And pointed at me.
Yeah.
I said, he's not a style. I said, I didn't go to the barbers and say, can you just shave the top bit, leave the sides?
Yeah. Can you move a little flyer tuck?
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Right, and you were just saying to me, what would you do if you went back in time? I'd probably use a better shampoo.
That's it. I wish we could tape the conversations we have off air.
Yeah.
Because, they are ridiculous. What would you do if you go back in time? And the other stuff we were just talking about is obviously can't talk about.
Can I just ask though? Sorry, when did you start to notice it was disappearing? At what age did it kick in?
I worked a lot. You see, you'll be safe. Do you know what I mean? Your hair will stay there. But it's when I used to do a lot of hours working. And
you were stressed and things. Yeah.
Stressed out, and it just went.
Well, I'm beginning to understand what stress is like, because I'm not getting messages and stuff like that. But
yeah.
But probably about 24.
That's unlucky, isn't it?
Something like that.
And did you panic, or were you just
not bothered?
Not bothered.
He's not bothered. He wouldn't be bothered.
I'm not bothered.
But I don't think for someone who doesn't care about going bald or war or SARS or anything, you don't have to get stressed on a Saturday between 1 and 3.
To be fair, you are worse than all those things. SARS has got nothing on you when you're in the right mood.
But why is it all right for women then to have a wig, but I couldn't have one if I wanted one?
Well, there's not a wig. They get bald treatment. They actually can get their hair replaced on the National Health, which might be anything, I suppose. Which might be wigs, which might be transplants. I mean, the only cure for baldness is a transplant, which they literally take follicles. They can get down to individual follicles now from the back of your neck, and it takes a long time. And
but people will know anyway, won't they?
I don't know when it starts, though. I don't know when it starts. Like now, if you started wearing a wig, people go, "Were you wearing a wig because you were bald yesterday?"
Yeah.
You can't start thinking, right, I'm going to go bald in a year, I'll start wearing a wig now. That's the thing to do, isn't it?
It is really, if you're that bothered. But I wasn't. I just thought, right, it's losing it a bit, shave the lot off.
But did you know you had that round head underneath it? Did you know it was going to be that funny, though? You presumably worn a wig, wouldn't you, if you'd have known? Because I've never seen a head that round.
I think the barber, when they did it, right, the woman said, you can pull that off, you've got a good shaped head for having it shaved. That's a good head.
Yeah, she looks like a tennis ball. You look like a tennis ball when you haven't shaved.
She said if you can pull it off, she said that's like a good thing to see if someone's good looking. If they can have a bald head, it's like Sinead O'Connor, right? She can pull it off. There's those sort of things. Do you know what I mean?
Telly Savalas.
No, but that's like one of the things. If you look good with a bald head, that means you're pretty good looking.
Yeah.
And if you can wear a bicycle helmet and look good, that's another thing that, like, you must be pretty good looking to pull that off.
But who have you seen in the bicycle helmet that you think's good? Who have you seen in a bicycle helmet and thought, oh god, they must be good looking, they're good in the bicycle helmet?
Well, everyone. That's what I'm saying.
Who?
No one looks good, do they? Really? It's not the bicycle helmet.
What would you say? Brad Pitt would look good in the bicycle helmet?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to see. But I'm just saying that's like one of the two things, really. That's.
And what blokes do you think look good bald? Who do you think would look good bald?
Don't know. Give me some names and I'll tell you whether they'd be all right if they're bald.
George Clooney.
I don't think he does. I don't think he would do.
Who else?
Well, this could run and run.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, he could probably pull it off. He'd probably look all right.
Do you think he looks all right with hair then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well done, Rick. Sony Award-winning stuff.
Play a record. And then Karl going, oh, he's stressed. Wild Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, little bald-heady Karl Pilkington. You quite like being bald, don't you?
Well,
no fuss.
Like I say, I'll probably won't age for a bit now.
Won't age for a bit? What do you mean you won't age for a bit?
Because I already look quite old.
I don't think so. Not with a hat on, you look really young.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. So I won't change that much. It's like that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I actually don't think as long as you shave it straight back, I can't have you on that. Nothing wrong with it.
But that kid who had that aging disease just shave her head, and she wouldn't age that fast anymore. Do you know what I mean?
So this is the 5-year-old girl who had an awful disease where...
Well, we don't know much about it, to be fair.
No, we just know that you fell in love with the title of the programme, the girl that was older than her mum, right? And you were annoyed that people wouldn't serve her fags and alcohol. If she's living like an 8-year-old, let her have a fag.
Doesn't that sum up this show, though? Karl's comment, we don't know much about it.
Yeah.
We're still willing to make comments about it, to discuss it in length and possibly make crass jokes, even though we're ill-informed, as ever.
Yeah.
Right, well, there's something for you, right?
Go on. This
is what I wanted to tell you about, right?
Me.
Yeah, face transplants. There's there's some kid somewhere, right, who had a bit of an odd-looking face. Right?
A bit of a what?
Bizarre-looking face.
Yeah.
And there's a doctor somewhere who said I can sort that out for you, right?
Sure.
And basically what they do is they've got to get a face off a dead person.
Right.
Sorry. Just in this documentary you saw, did this documentary feature, say, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage? Was it that documentary you saw?
All right. Listen, you see.
Go on.
So
okay, no, so you can't get a face of a dead person. Yeah, go on.
Sorry to dismiss the idea of face transplants out of hand. But go on.
So yeah, it's got to be a face of a dead body that isn't older than like 4 hours old.
Right.
4 hours dead, whatever. They can take it off, fit it on the new face.
It makes sense. But it's not just your face that you lose it, but it's the muscle tissue and bones, isn't it? When it's like disfigured, it could be through fire or whatever, or disease, or so they can't just literally plonk a face on. They have to do something else, don't they?
You're asking Karl like he's going to know.
I forgot. Then he looked at. Was that in Russian?
Yeah.
I wish we could get him on telly just to show the look on his face when I said that.
Yeah,
it was brilliant, wasn't it? It was. You know when you go to a cat. Hey, we want some food then, and he just looks at you and he goes. It's almost like he can understand what we're saying. Go on.
It's like if you had been caught holding a mallet over a dead body by the police.
What I'm saying is, it would sort of work. Yeah, if you peeled your face off and put my face on it, oh my God, why don't you and Steve for an experiment swap faces?
And the great thing is, I wouldn't age.
Yeah. Would you do that if it was safe?
I think I'm getting the rough deal here, though. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, no, you get some money back. It'd be part exchange. I mean, it would, it's like you'd make up the difference just to wear your brilliant face for a week.
But the doctor was saying how it's not complicated. He said the worst thing is something about the people who were related to the dead person. It's a bit weird for them still seeing the face of someone they know walking about when they're dead.
Yeah, I can see that would be odd, yeah.
I love you, Karl. You are brilliant. Honestly, you're never a dull moment. It doesn't matter whether you're talking or I'm squeezing your head. I'm never bored. I never go, oh, that's enough, Karl. Do you know what I mean? I got battling tops, I got bored. It's like computer games. You think it's the best game in the world, and someone goes, how are you getting on with Tomb Raider? You go, oh, I don't play it anymore. I go, how's Karl? I go, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. I was squeezed in yesterday. I was squeaking in his face. I got him down to the ground. He said this. He said that. I'm never bored with you. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant. I'd like to rent you out to people.
See me, I'm different. I would happily leave him now in the bottom of the cupboard.
Until quiz
night. With the Scale Electrics.
Until the old pub quiz night, when there's no one else who will have you on the team.
Sure.
And suddenly you want to be your best mate.
Done him again.
Right?
Where's his mum and dad then, Karl? Yeah?
In Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
I love the fact you can insult me but never insult my parents. Please. Feeder, Butt Rogers, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Karl just said to me, so what face would you have to me? And I went, what do you mean? He went, well, whose face would you have?